7:06 right here on today's hit music. Q92. Good morning, everybody. Christian here with you. Now joined by Lauren and Jake. It's the Q92 Morning Show. Live on your radio. Streaming audio at Q92radio.com. And now you can watch along on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Appreciate you guys being with us this morning. Thank you so much. Our phone number, 330-450-9292. And our text line, 330-269-9292. Now, coming up this hour, we're going to be getting the finalists for our new contest. We're going to be announcing here momentarily, so we have that for you. Coming up at the 9 o'clock hour, we're going to be joined by comedian Dougie Almeida. He's going to be performing at Crackpots Comedy Club in Massillon both Friday night and Saturday night, and we'll be giving away tickets to both nights, all the shows. So be listening for that in the 9 o'clock hour. Always like hooking you guys up with passes to that. So we have that coming up for you here on your Thursday morning, plus whatever banter we want to get into this morning. But now, normally we do this in the 8 o'clock hour, but we thought, you know what? This is a good one. We need to do it now. We need to not even wait. This is a brand new You're Included contest. And with the You're Included contest, that means not only are you going to have chances every morning to become a finalist on the show when we hit the cue to call, but you're also going to have an opportunity to make yourself a finalist on our live video stream every day on Facebook, YouTube, or X. So remember that as well. You got multiple chances with us every morning to make you a finalist. So we have our brand new contest. Lauren, why don't we let him in on what the next big thing is you could win here at Q92.
All right. Our new contest is Total Eclipse of the Park. That's right. You want to go to the Guardians home opener on Monday, April 8th, which also happens to be the day of the total solar eclipse. Well, we've got a pair of tickets. We are sending one lucky listener. All you have to do is listen for your cue to call in order to get included for this amazing prize. It's all powered by our friends at Sarda. Know someone sensational? Well, nominate a Sarda rider for our Sarda Sensations of the Month contest at sardasensations.com.
Come on now. Not to mention the game. And like you said, watch the eclipse there because they're letting people in early.
They absolutely are. So we're going to send you to the home opener. Get there a little early. Take in the solar eclipse with the Guardians.
One of the very first time you can see them in Cleveland because they're on the West Coast for like a week.
Yeah.
Then they go to Minnesota, and then they finally come home. And the first time they take the field in Cleveland, Lauren, we're sending one of our listeners to see it live and in person.
We absolutely are. All you got to do is listen for that cue to call. And remember, you could also become a finalist just by going over to Facebook, YouTube, or X, giving it a like. And then, you know what? Put a sun emoji in the comments if you want to be entered to win a sun emoji.
Love it. The sun emoji will let us know that you want to be chosen as our random finalist at the end of the show. Like I said, all through this contest. Like I said, every day we're going to get cue to call, and every day we're going to get somebody on the stream. So give yourself every chance you can to become a finalist and maybe get the phone call from us next Thursday telling you that you're going to the Guardians home opener. How great is that? Also, shout out to Sardo one more time as they are the sponsor of the live video stream of the morning show in the 7 o'clock hour every day. We appreciate that. It's their beautiful logo up there in the video. When we're talking to our comedian today, when we are talking to Dougie Almeida, he'll be live on the video stream. You'll be able to see him as well. He's performing here in Massillon this weekend at Crackpots. That's what we got for you here today at 10 minutes after 7. Your first chance to become a finalist is coming up this hour. The cue to call will be heard this hour, but do yourself a favor and go over, put that sun emoji, and click the like button on the live video feed now to give yourself another chance to become a finalist. 10 after 7 is Benson Boone. Beautiful Things on Q92. Just joining us, we were talking middle of last hour, about my not daughter sets like 5 alarms to go off from 6 a.m. to like 6:50. She wakes up, sets the next one, tries to go back to sleep. Sets the next one, goes back to sleep, etc., etc.
This continues for an hour.
I found that idiotic. Not her, it.
The process.
The process. We had a big discussion last night. She said, I just don't get it.
You don't?
I'm an old head or whatever, but I don't get it.
Is that what she called you?
No, that's what I call myself. So I'm like, why would you not just sleep that 50 minutes of full sleep? That's an hour of sleep.
Yeah.
You don't get it. You don't get it. And that's not her voice, but that's what I'll use from now on. You don't get it. You don't get it. Lauren just sets a normal alarm. You have one backup, oh crap alarm.
Yeah, but it's like 30 minutes later.
I set an alarm. I have one snooze that's like 5 minutes after that. I have my alarm, the loudest volume, the most annoying noise you can have. Jake is also a little bit of a multi-alarm guy now. Are you still that way now, Jake?
No, I'll say like one or two.
One or two, and you're good to go. Yeah. So we had a couple phone calls. A lady called in her 30s. She said, I'm in my 30s, and I do the same thing.
Yeah.
She sets like multiple alarms. And one of the reasons my not daughter said she does this is because she won't wake up as angry.
Yeah, she's gently waking herself up. I think it's the healthiest, wisest use of time? No. But I understand her logic and that,
A lot of you, we had two phone calls, and we had a lady who said she's a psych major, and studies have shown that actually is worse, and you get less sleep, and you'll be more tired and more irritable.
Yeah.
And that checks out with the not daughter. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
So, a lot of you text. Let's read some of them. See what you guys do. Mine goes off every 5 minutes from 6:20 to 6:40.
Every how many
5 minutes. So you could have slept that 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I do that system too. It gradually wakes you up, and when it's finally ready for you to get up, I don't feel as groggy.
See, it works for some
Nuts.
people.
I'm 38. I set my alarms just like her, crying, laughing emoji. I'm a mom of 3 kids, ages 15, 11, and 8. I'm 33, and I do that sometimes. She sent in a screenshot. She has an alarm at 5:30, 6, 6:15, and 6:30. You guys, you could be sleeping.
And
Music, it is Q92, and celebrate Easter with our annual Cutest Kids contest. You can text a picture of your cutie on our text line, 330-269-9292. Your family can win an excellent Easter basket filled with $50 gift card to Once Upon a Child, tickets to Barbie the Movie and concert at Blossom, tickets to the African Safari Wildlife Park, tickets to an Akron Rubber Ducks home game, chocolate and candy, and more. Hop on over and text us a photo of your cuties right now, 330-269-9292. This contest, powered by Once Upon a Child. Shop for spring and sell the stuff your kids have outgrown. Get cash on the spot. Dressler Road in Canton. They had like a list of things you don't realize you do that annoy your neighbors. And I was going through a list. It's pretty standard. It's a lot of things that I think we've all experienced neighbors doing, or we've even maybe done ourselves.
right, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like mowing your lawn late at night or early in the morning. Letting your dogs go in the neighbor's yard and poop. And you know what I mean? Not taking care of that or not cleaning up the poop.
Yeah.
Things like letting your kids play in the street all day. Going overboard for holidays.
That's my yard. Mind your business.
Tree debris or grass debris, not, putting the grass clippings out in the street or letting your leaves go into your neighbor's yard or raking them into your neighbor's yard, things like that.
Yeah.
Parking issues, people who park on the street and other people don't like it or are not allowed to do it, but they do it anyway. Basic stuff. And it got me thinking, doesn't mean you don't like your neighbors.
Right.
But what is something your neighbor does that annoys you or you don't like, you wish they didn't do? Again, that's necessary. You might hate your neighbors. I get it. But you might not hate them at all. But they do this one thing. You're like, yeah, I really wish you guys didn't do that. like mine is just because I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
I wish they wouldn't be outside when I pull in to talk to me.
That's funny.
When I pull in, I just want to go in my house.
Oh, I
know. It has nothing to do. They're lovely. I have great neighbors on both sides.
I know that, but you're similar here. Don't talk to me. I just want to leave.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to go. I want to get I just pulled in. I just got home. I want to just, and I'm going to get the mail, and I said I'll pull in. They'll laugh because we'll pull in, and you'll hear. I'll go, oh, if one of them's outside,
are your windows ever down?
Here we go. No, I'm not like that rude. And I have great neighbors on both sides. Awesome. It has nothing to do with them as persons. It has to do with me being a weirdo and not wanting to associate with humans.
Yeah, I don't mind that. We have awesome neighbors on our one side. Like, we're very good friends with them. Our kids babysit, house sit. We just got done fish sitting yesterday for them. They're amazing. We could not ask for better neighbors.
You could.
Everybody else, like, they're fine. Like, we don't talk to all of our neighbors all of the time, but if we see them, it's like, hello, you know.
Yeah.
There's one neighbor, though, in particular, and it's not even anything that they do that gets on my nerves. I'm perplexed by it. Both he and his wife have to pull into the garage backwards. They have
Does he have a truck?
to back in.
Dodge Ram?
Oh, my God, I think he does.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It's a truck, but I don't know what make it is. I'm going to look today.
Either an F-150 or a Dodge Ram.
They are so nice, but I cannot figure out why we have to make it a point to back in. It perplexes me. It has for years. I don't know.
Just for that, huh? Anyway, real quick, this is not anything I want to dwell on. I've just been laughing at this on the internet. We all know Ric Flair, right?
Ric Flair, woo!
I say Ric Flair, woo! Everyone goes, woo!
Yep.
Jake, do we woo?
Woo!
Do you know Ric Flair?
No.
Fair enough.
Of course.
Fair enough. Well, he has his own wings now.
His own wigs?
Wings.
Oh, wings. I was like...
He has his own wings now, okay?
Yeah.
Hold on, I got it. I pulled it up somewhere and I got it. Okay. You know what they're called, his wings? Wings!
Oh, my gosh.
They're called wings. He said wings. Hold on, I got maybe sound better if I turn it up without. I don't probably get distorted, but wings.
It does sound like he's saying
wings. Wings.
So, like, how do you order that?
Oh God! I'll have 12 barbecue wings.
Right.
Wings. Wings.
Oh boy.
They're called wings. That's all. Nothing behind that. I just wanted to play it on the air. There's even the video of him holding it. They're called Woo Wings. Woo Wings. He's on the box. Like it's him on the box. It says Woo across the box.
Do it all together now. So you would be like, Woo Wings.
Woo Wings.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. Well done, Ric Flair. Well done indeed. .21 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. We are 9 minutes away from Look at Sports. We are also this hour getting our very first finalists for the Total Eclipse of the Park contest, sending you to Progressive Field to see the Guardians home opener against the White Sox. But before that, getting to be at Progressive Field to enjoy the Eclipse. Are you kidding me? On Monday, April 8th. Or become a finalist again. The Q to calls coming up this hour. Be caller number 10 once you hear it. Want to give yourself another opportunity? Go over to our Facebook, YouTube, or X live stream of the morning show and like the live video stream and put the sun emoji in the comment section. If you do that, you have a chance to be selected as a finalist later on this morning. So we have that coming up for you. Also later on the show here, comedian Doug Almeida going to be performing both Friday night and Saturday night at Crackpots. He's going to be on the show with us in the 9 o'clock hour. We'll be chatting with him as well. Not to mention, we got the Q92 Cutest Kids contest going on right now on the text line. We talked about that earlier this hour. There's a lot. We're doing a lot of giveaways right now. There's a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah.
I love it. Absolutely love it. I know this happened like a day or two ago, but are you excited about Krispy Kreme and McDonald's teaming up?
Yeah.
Because you're a Krispy Kreme girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Krispy
Never
Kreme.
bought the height.
What?
We got one. I remember I was my old radio job when we first got one in Boardman. And we went and we got them the first day for our morning show.
Okay, so it's been how many years since you've tried this?
But I mean, it's just a glazed donut.
No, it's not. Bite your tongue. Listen, this is what I want you to do. So you're going to Myrtle's Inlet, right?
Yes.
There is a Krispy Kreme in Surfside. It will take you about 4 minutes to drive there from where you're at. I want you to get up one morning. If I'm giving you a piece of advice, go Monday through Friday versus the weekend. Get in line, and while you're standing there, they will hand you a warm glazed donut, fresh out of the fryer, fresh out of the glaze dip. The glaze isn't even dried on the donut, and tell me that you didn't just taste what heaven might taste like.
So now you can get a Big Mac pretty soon and a Krispy Kreme with it.
And we're going to keep that U.S. obesity number at an all-time high.
Holy diabetes.
But you know what? In moderation, everything, you know what? Tony had said this to me before, and he's like, no matter what you have, anything can be bad for you if you have too much of it. And I believe that's true.
Yeah.
My cousin who lives in California absolutely loves tomatoes. And when I say tomatoes, like, this is disgusting how much she loves tomatoes. She would pick them like straight out, like eat them like an apple.
Right.
Yeah. She would salt them and pepper them like after she bit into it, and she would take another bite, salt and pepper. When we were kids, she snuck out to the garden when we were like 10 or 12 years old. And she ate like 4 of them. She ended up getting really sick, like ER sick. Because she ate two, and you were like, it's a tomato. But there's a lot of acid in tomatoes.
There is. Well,
so too much of anything can be bad for you.
As we've talked about, I love a good strawberry dacquery.
Yes.
There was a night at Up the Creek, and it was my go-to when I was in my 20s bar.
Yeah.
Me and my friend Larry decided we were going to drink daiquiris all night. We were going to walk around mocking people who had beer. And we did. We were walking around going, nice Bud Light.
Oh, my Lord.
nice Coors. And we'd sip well, when you have like 5 or 6 strawberry daiquiris, A, you're feeling pretty good.
There's a lot of sugar
But B, there's a lot of sugar. And I will tell you that both of us had some stomach issues that night into the next morning. I did some pooing.
Yeah, I believe
and
it.
not the fun kind. The like fold over, like
seriously
stomach
intense,
cramp kind.
like the poop sweats, like cramps and pains.
Yeah,
it's awful.
Yeah, no,
the
I
worst.
was, but
we've all been.
Yeah,
there.
You're right. Anything too much. Yeah, it was a fun night. I loved trolling people with my daiquiri in my hand, but karma.
Yeah,
karma came around and got me.
I thought about you last night. We went to Topgolf.
Yeah.
And I saw the guy out there driving the little.
Oh, yeah.
He was picking up all the golf balls.
You try to hit him?
I didn't, but the bay next to us tried and did. That was the last shot before they left. They hit it, and everybody was like, yeah. Like.
Creekside Golf Dome in Girard, Ohio. Anytime I took that cart out there, you knew. You could usually, even though I'm in the back, you could usually look up and tell.
Oh, you could tell every bay was aiming for them.
The body language changes.
Oh, yeah.
Like they go from like lining up, like
hurry up, get that shot off.
Like that, you see their whole body moving. Yeah. You can see the excitement. You're like, here it comes.
Yeah.
You're ting, ting, and you just see them like fly right by you. And you hear the guys yelling when they hit. Yeah, the golf cart guy is always.
He didn't yell, but I will say, like, because have you been to like a Topgolf with the levels?
I've never been to Top.
Okay, so
I don't golf.
Okay, well, I don't. I mean, I golf occasionally, but I'm not even going to toot my own horn, but I'm really good at driving. I am not good at anything else, but I am really good at driving. Like my longest shot.
Everyone has something there.
175 yards, 106 miles per hour, or 100 and whatever. Yeah, yards. Anyhow, the guys, there's like these pods like that you have to try and hit when you're playing different games, because you can play like Angry Birds, you can play these score games where you try and hit a pod, and like if you hit the center, you get more points. If you hit the outer edge, you get less points. Anyhow, we saw people walking down there. Do you know how hard it would be for me to know, like hearing all these balls falling around me, knowing they're not going to hit me? I would duck every time. I'm not made for that kind of work.
You get used to it.
I guess.
At first, you're like, but then you're just like.
And that's how we were when we saw him walking down there. Then the lights came on because it was getting dark.
If something was like stuck, I'd get out of the cart and fix it with them hitting. All I would do is go, like do a little wave.
Please don't try and hurt me.
Yeah, and normally 99. I mean,
they don't see you in your little cage.
There were occasions where people still would try to hit me.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But I mean, I kind of thought it was fun.
Yeah.
Real quick, let me see. Veteran girl working tomorrow, all the Saturdays during tax season. I get that. You guys missed it, you two. Everyone's off tomorrow.
I heard.
The text line since 5:30 has been like, last day of work this week. Like, you son.
I mean, it really stinks. We have church tomorrow. Like, I don't know.
Penguin guy checking in, working with you as well, but surely not going to be that busy with everyone else not working. I hear you. Good morning, marketing maven girls. Check in. Today is my Friday. There's another one.
Come on.
Good morning from Payroll Girl. Good morning, Payroll Girl. Good morning, Christian. Mr. Kim Bolton checking in. If it makes you feel better, I work tomorrow as well. That does a little bit, Mr. Kim Bolton. Look forward to talking to apparently only you. The person that wins those tickets for the Guardians might have to leave the day before home to find a parking spot.
But let me ask you a question. If we gave you a pair of tickets to the sold-out home opener, wouldn't you not make every concession to figure that out? I would.
And if you're not aware of the eclipse.
Right. I mean, come on. Where do you live, under a rock?
Krispy Kreme has nothing on Johnny's Bakery, someone says.
Johnny's Bakery has excellent donuts as well.
Krispy Kreme was horrible, dry and stale. One of the worst donuts I've ever had, someone said.
But did you get it while you were standing in line at a Krispy Kreme, or did you buy the free box donuts at Walmart? Because there's the difference.
White van guy checking in, also off tomorrow. Golf Dome in Girard was so ahead of its time. You know, it really was. Like, it was kind of like Top Golf before Top Golf without all the gadgets and stuff. I mean, it was a 2-level driving range with targets and stuff out there in the winter and all that. You could go in there. We had golf simulators. It was
the original.
It was ahead of its time. That's a good thing. Good morning, lovebirds. Looks like it's going to be a wet and rainy Easter weekend. Most banks are open there. Most banks are open tomorrow. Therefore, I, Trust Girl, am working. Well, we look forward to hearing from you tomorrow, Trust Girl. Specialty soda guy checking in. Good morning, specialty soda guy. He's a new one.
Oh, that's fun. What is he, like, stock?
I don't know. He hasn't explained it yet. I just like the name.
I know.
Specialty soda guy. We got sports coming up right after Florida Georgia Line and Nelly. It's Cruise on Q. Baby, you. Met my wife on Bumble in 2017. Jake reminds me of the I Like Turtles kid for some reason. Good morning, random Swifty girl here. Good morning. Hope y'all have a great day. Thank you. Good morning from dental assistant Kayla. Have a great day. You have a great day, Kayla. Jake, back to your so you were on every dating app, which we've talked about. This isn't necessarily new.
Right.
I realize but I'm just curious, why was Tinder one you were like, out of all of them, why was Tinder one you're like, you know what, I'm not doing that one? I'm curious why that one was the no.
Well, I think there's two real reasons. Reason one, I knew what Tinder was. I think I was looking for something more than just
a booty
Tinder.
call.
Yeah.
Right.
Were you ever just looking for that?
Not really. Like,
look at you.
Something in my head.
So proud of you.
Like, something in my head was like, that would be fun, but
yeah, it would.
But
it'd be fun if we could do it again.
Yeah,
but
more than once.
Yeah, but like I just wanted a relationship. But another reason was I had an ex that was on Tinder.
Okay.
And I just didn't want her to know that like I was on there.
Like, what if you matched?
Yeah, like I don't think she would have matched with me, but she was also on for like different reasons. Like she would swipe and like make fun of guys. Like she would like, even like when she was in a relationship, like she would still be on it.
Wow.
Not to like.
Wow. What did you just say?
I think we were dating and she was still on it, but she wasn't like actively like looking for anybody, but she was just like swiping and make fun of people.
No!
Yeah,
Jake,
I mean that.
Jake, do you know what color that flag is?
Yeah, well,
Do you know how hard Christian's waving it right now?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm aware. Don't worry.
Is she still on it?
I have no idea. I haven't talked to her in years.
I think we should ask.
I haven't talked to her. That relationship lasted like maybe weeks.
Could you find
it
her?
wasn't
Oh,
very
that
long.
was his star.
No.
Jesus Christ.
No,
That
he
was
said
like,
it was another relationship.
Yeah,
I
no.
was like, what are we doing here?
No.
All right. We're back. Music's back. Okay. All right. Ooh. I thought you were telling me Star's still on Bumble.
No.
I was like, this cannot be happening. My heart almost stopped.
No, if it was her, I would have been like, you need to bring her in again. I need to talk to her.
This is no good. Yeah, well, no, yeah. If rule of thumb, I think if the girl or guy you're dating is still on dating apps after you've been dating, I think there's a problem.
There is a problem.
Yeah. Now, sometimes you start dating someone, you're still on it. You start went on a couple
But if
dates.
it's casual and you know
Yeah.
he's kind of dating other people too, then
Exactly.
that's fine.
But when you decide, hey, let's see where this goes. Let's
Then
date.
it's time to take the app off the phone
it's
for a
time
while.
to delete the app. Yeah. Thank God, man. I thought you were saying something.
No.
Okay, so you
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
Cleveland Cavaliers lost to the Charlotte Hornets last night on the road, 118-111. The Cavs fall to 44-29 in the season. They're off today. They'll play the 76ers tomorrow night at home at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. And today is opening day for Major League Baseball, including the Cleveland Guardians. They'll be on the road in Oakland tonight to take on the Athletics. 10:07 is first pitch. Shane Bieber will be on the mound for Cleveland, and you can watch the game on Bally Sports. That's a look at sports right here on today's hit music, Q92.
Q92.
51 degrees for your Thursday high. A lot of bright sun and blue skies all day long. Overnight clear, starry, and cold. A low near 30. Grab that coat. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
on this hour. That cue to call, getting finalist number 1 for our Total Eclipse of the Park contest. You can witness the total solar eclipse and catch the Guardians home opener at Progressive Field on Monday, April 8th. It's all powered by Sarda. Know someone sensational? Nominate a Sarda rider for the Sarda Sensations of the Month contest online at sardasensations.com. That cue to call when you hear it. Be caller number 10. Going to do it again coming up in the 8 o'clock hour as well. And give yourself another chance by going over to Facebook, YouTube, and X, where the show is live right now, and you can watch. Click the like button, put the sun emoji in the comments, and we're going to randomly pick one of you at the end of the show. Let me see here. Neiman's IGA has some of the best donuts out there.
Wonder where that's at.
Rod's Donuts in Yorkville is amazing, although I do like Krispy Kreme glazed donuts, nice and hot.
When they have like a chocolate, like the top of it has chocolate icing on it, it's like their version of a cream stick, only it's round. Those are really good too.
I love a good cream stick. Oh, you do?
I knew you were baiting me.
I'm baiting you. I seriously, 2 of my favorite donuts, and I'm not, believe it or not, I'm not a huge donut guy. I don't go get if they're here and I see one I like, I'll go grab one. But
right.
like, I don't buy donuts. There's never donuts in our house. Mm-hmm. I'm more of a cookie cake. I don't know, just donuts. I don't. But I love the cream stick, and I love a Boston. Is it Boston
cream with the pudding inside?
With the pudding.
Yeah, that's good.
Has to be chocolate icing. Take that maple icing and shove it.
My daughter loves maple.
Don't trick me.
I don't know
with
where
that.
she gets it from. Not me.
Take a bite and I taste that stupid maple and I just want to.
Yeah. No, for me it's the chocolate cream stick, or it's chocolate on chocolate cake donut, or a blueberry donut.
I don't like blueberry donuts. I like a blueberry muffin.
Oh, White House Fruit Farms has the best blueberry donut.
White House Fruit Farms is
It's
not even 10 minutes from my house.
Oh.
Not even 10 minutes from my house. Good morning, PCPA front office girl checking in. Don't feel bad. I work tomorrow as well. So if you're feeling sick, call your primary doctor. We'll be there. Christian, Lauren, and Jake, you guys will make my Good Friday even better.
Aww.
Damn right. Food license girl checking in. You're important. I have to work tomorrow. Woo! I'll bet when you walk in, people get nervous.
Oh, no kidding. Are you kidding
I'm here to see about your food license. You're really going to hate me. I'm off every Friday. Love y'all. Brenda B. Well, if that's your schedule, all I can do is respect it.
Yeah.
You probably work 412s or something like that, or 410s or whatever.
But yeah, I don't know.
It checks out.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I didn't realize how many of you had off tomorrow. I really thought everyone was working tomorrow. I figured most schools would be off. I thought everybody was working, and I found out that is.
Okay, here's a question. I don't know that that's the case. If kids are in school, do they get Good Friday off?
I think so. When I
mean,
was
my kids are on spring break, but I know some kids are not.
I went to Catholic school, so maybe it was different for me.
Yeah, it's a religious school.
But I always had. I'm aware. But we usually had off Good Friday, and then the whole next week was our spring break. But I know some schools have already had their spring break.
Yeah.
A lot of them have.
Did you have Palm Sunday off?
No, it was a Sunday. There's no school on Sunday.
I know. I was hoping you would be like.
Your wit knows no bounds, Lauren. Did you do it? Say it. Say it, idiot. Say it. Let me see. Laughs in government office. Glad you're laughing.
Okay.
So that's what we had off. But I know some people have already had their spring break.
Yeah, and some of them haven't had it yet.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you who the hell's off next week. I know we're not. Again, Memorial Day weekend.
My kids don't go back till Tuesday.
Nice. They already had their spring break?
They're on it right now.
Oh, they're on it. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, they were off all this week, and then they're off Monday, and they go back Tuesday.
Oh, that's a good one.
And then they're off for the solar eclipse.
That's a good one, too. Oh, well done. That's a good deal for those kids.
Right?
Did you see all the Trumbull County schools that are closed because of no internet today?
Yeah, no internet, no phones.
In Trumbull?
Mm-hmm.
Sad.
Yeah, I saw it this morning when I was looking through news.
No internet and phones. So I didn't. Well, enjoy your day off that you didn't know you had. There you go. Cue to call. Guardians, home opener for the Eclipse. It's coming up real soon. Morgan Wallen, thinking about me on Q92.
Call now to win tickets to the Guardians home opener, powered by Sarda and Q92.
There it is, the cue to call. Would you like to be at Progressive Field, not only for the Eclipse in the park, but also to stay and watch the Cleveland Guardians home opener against the White Sox? Well, you can if you win. Become a finalist right now. 330-450-9292. It's all powered by Sarda. Know someone sensational? Nominate a Sarda rider for the Sarda Sensations of the Month contest online. SardaSensations.com. Caller number 10. You're our very first finalist. Good luck. It's Q92. Jake, do you ever play golf?
One time in my whole life.
Enjoy it?
Like not mini golf, like golf.
Golf. Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't the best time. I would go again just to drive the golf cart around, but
Isn't that the best?
yeah.
How about darts? You play darts?
We used to it in the basement when we were kids, but I haven't played darts in a minute.
Okay. Did you play any sports in high school?
I ran cross country eighth grade in the freshman year, and then I quit.
Why'd you quit?
I just didn't like running, and I also didn't like the booty shorts and the
booty shorts.
18 people showering at the same time in camp. It was a very
Jake's like, I'm out.
What the hell camp
This
were
is
you
way
at?
Too much.
that's what
Jake,
happens
what
at cross
camp
country.
were you at?
That's what happens at the Jackson cross country camp. Ask anybody.
I don't want to. Wait.
Booty shorts and shower.
Booty
Community
shorts
shower.
and group showers?
That's why
I mean, we had that for football,
The only time I ever
but that was
had-
after we played a football game. Everybody was dirty, muddy. They didn't have like individual like showers.
Wait, you guys all went in one big shower room?
Yeah.
Naked?
No, in scuba gear. Yeah, yes, naked. It was a shower.
Do you have that weird kid that had wandering eyes?
No, I got kicked out. Text message. Sounds like fun, Jake. Wait a minute now. I apparently I'm in the same club as Jake, but wouldn't think cross country.
I know.
Well, it's like a competition. They want to see how many people can fit in the same shower together.
Okay, we're done. We're done. We're done. Forecast for Mark Johnson coming up on Q92.
Q92.
51 degrees for your Thursday high. A lot of bright sun and blue skies all day long. Overnight clear, starry and cold, a low near 30. Grab that coat. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Congrats to our newest Q92 finalist.
Guess congratulations are in order.
Q92, hello, who's this?
Cassandra Real.
Where are you calling from, Cassandra?
Janae and Hutton.
Oh, I love it there. Well, congratulations. You're caller 10. You're our very first finalist.
Woo! Hell yeah.
Congratulations, Cassandra. You're now in the running. You could view that epic total solar eclipse in Guardian Stadium at Progressive Field, and also taking the home opener against the White Sox. Cassandra, tell everybody your favorite station, hooking you up and making you a finalist.
Q92.
Our very first finalist, Cassandra Janaden Hutton, getting the first finalist spot.
They are.
Finalist number 2, when is that? Oh, that's next hour.
Yeah.
In the 8 o'clock hour, we're hitting the cue to call one more time, and we're going to get another finalist to kick off this awesome contest where you get to go to Progressive Field, check out the Eclipse from Progressive Field, and then hang out and watch the Guardians home opener against the Chicago White Sox. Again, the contest brought to you by our friends at SARTA. Know someone sensational? Nominate a SARTA writer for the SARTA Sensations of the Month contest online at sartasensations.com. And as we've been telling you all morning, we're giving you another chance to become a finalist for this contest. If you go to our live video feed of the show on Facebook, YouTube, or X, doesn't matter which one, click the like button, and in the comment section, put the sun emoji. If you do that, we know you want to be a finalist, and Lauren's going to randomly select one of you at the end of the show, right before we get off the air, and we'll make you a finalist. Also, the Cutest Kids contest going on still right now. Someone text with their entries. It's still going on. Yes, it is. Matter of fact, I just put like 5 more entries that came in over the last 10 minutes in our folder for the contest. So, yes.
Today's the last day.
So this is the last day to do that. So if you haven't done it yet, and boy, have a lot of you done it, text them in. We got a little folder. It's all ready to go. We put them all in there. And be looking for some galleries, too, of some of the awesome kids around here. Awesome prize you win. If you win the Cutest Kids contest, you will get yourself a basket filled with a $50 gift card to Once Upon a Child, tickets to Barbie the movie and concert at Blossom Music Center, tickets to the African Safari Wildlife Park, tickets to a Rubber Ducks home game, chocolate, candy, and more. Like I said, just text over a picture of your cuties, 330-269-9292. Now, this contest is powered by Once Upon a Child. Shop for spring and sell stuff your kids have outgrown. Get cash on the spot on Dressler Road in Canton. So, man, we got a lot going on.
Yeah, we do.
Also, coming up next hour, like I said, another finalist for the Total Eclipse of the Park. And in the 9 o'clock hour, comedian Dougie Almeida going to be joining us. He's performing at Crackpots Comedy Club in Massillon. That's coming up Friday and Saturday. We're going to have tickets to give away for his performances over the weekend as well. So, man, a lot going on. It would be cool to watch the eclipse, I think, from Progressive Field.
Yeah.
I think that'd be kind of cool. It'd be different to see it there with a bunch of people.
I'm hoping that when we talk to Mark on Monday, he's got good news for us as far as the way that they think the weather's going to take shape.
Let's hope so.
Because at that point, we'll be a week out.
It's going to be our last. Well, I don't know if he'll be able to join us the actual day of it because he starts work at 8.
No, I mean this Monday.
I know. I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
It'll be like, it might be our, that's what I'm saying. I was getting it.
Oh, yeah.
It might be our last chance to get an update from him.
Yeah.
I hope he can join us, but I understand.
Maybe he can join us Friday before it.
Yeah, maybe we can ask him.
Give us a better, as we're inching closer kind of
We'll talk to him next week and see, because maybe he would be able to fit us in. But I don't know when he's doing live TV hits.
Right.
Because I think he said he starts at 8.
Yes. And he's going to be all around.
All around. So we'll see. But he'll update us. He's been watching it. I mean, if you follow him on social media, he's been giving almost daily updates.
Yeah, and he did have a TikTok video that went viral. I went back and watched it.
He's done it before.
Yeah, he has.
I think it's like, that might be like the 4th time that man has gone viral.
I know.
It's the best. We love that he's our weatherman. We love that he's part of the station, and we love that he joins us every week on Monday to update us on the weather. I know a lot of schools basically are all going to be closed for the eclipse.
Yeah.
Are jobs closing too? Like, are businesses going to be closed?
I don't know. The only
won't be. We'll be here as normal.
Right. The only thing that I know that they're being told is that they're asking people to stay off the roadways. Because so much of Ohio is in the total, like there's that swath of totality.
Good word.
Well, they're saying that we could end up with a ton of traffic from out of state here, and they're worried about travel. And so when this happened in another city a few years ago, I want to say it was like Texas, or I don't know. I'm sure somebody out there knows, but they're going off of what they're saying. And they're saying, like, we're going to have people from the Ohio Department of Transportation stationed every so many miles on the highways, because people forget when they get into this type of gridlock traffic, like fuel, and they'll run out of gas. Yep. So they'll have fuel available on the highways. You know what I mean? Like, that's how much they're anticipating and what an event they're anticipating this being.
White van guy texted. He said, a couple of my accounts up in Cleveland are definitely closed for the eclipse.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked if some businesses were like, you know what? Let me ask you this. I
Those
asked,
are the cool businesses.
I asked you both this question, and quickly, and I apologize, just we're up against it.
Right.
Excitement versus a little bit of weird fear for the eclipse.
Oh my gosh,
Where
I'm
are you?
totally in the weird fear. I'm
Weird
so
fear?
glad you said that.
Okay, you're weird fear.
Absolutely.
Jake, excitement or weird kind of fear?
I just don't think I care enough to be either
Oh.
or. To be honest, I think it's cool.
Jacob.
I think it's cool, but I'm not freaking out about it.
No, I don't freak out. I don't think Lauren's freaking
No,
out.
I'm not freaking out. I just have this
yeah.
weird like feeling in my
Yeah.
stomach. Like
I could, right now, I can tell you Christian Bigglesworth, and I did go third person, is probably going right home after the show that day.
oh, same.
And going to be in his house.
Yeah.
And whatever happens, I'll watch it from my house.
Okay, so you have that vibe too. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't say like.
should we be outside staring at it, or should we?
I'm not.
Or should we
I'm
crawl in bed with our families, cuddled in our arms?
No, I'm not. I'm not there. But I am at like something might happen.
Like we lose all power across
Something.
the United States.
Something.
I don't know.
Something.
And then you see all these conspiracies on social media, and you're
I
like,
know.
oh, what? I didn't even think of that one.
I don't know. I'm just for you guys. Feel free to call and text. Call us 330-450-9292. Text 330-269-9292. I'm curious. Are you excited for the eclipse? Or do you have like this weird, I'm not saying you're freaking out, but like you have this little like
I'm
kind of
freaking
like
out a little. I'm not gonna lie.
kind of like side eye, like kind of like weird fear or whatever
I
about
know, they're like,
the
make sure you
eclipse.
charge your devices and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is it even gonna work, and why?
And
Why
then
do I need to
then
do
I
that?
keep going back to all those like commercials, like have a travel bag ready, and a lady that comes on TV and says,
So there's been a nuclear attack.
just saying. Shawn Mendes, Stitches, Q92. When I was younger, I would set an alarm for like 1:30 a.m. so I could wake up and realize I still have 5 more hours of sleep.
Are you serious? I mean,
That is awesome.
I will say it is a little serendipitous, like when you wake up to go pee and you're like, I know my alarm's going to go off in 30 minutes, and you find out you have 5 hours of sleep left.
That is a fantastic text.
That's awesome.
You literally wake up to let yourself
They
know
created that for themselves.
you've still got hours of sleep. That
Yeah.
might be the best thing I've read this morning. My alarm is set for 5:30, and I hit a 5-minute snooze every 5 minutes until 6.
Okay, so half an hour of this up and down, up and down. Wake up, doze, wake up.
I wake up every morning. The alarm clock is 5:45 to the music and sounds of Q92.
Aw, well, thanks for waking up with
Yeah.
us.
Crypto Dad here. My son, who is a sophomore, just told me he sets an alarm for 6:30, then another one for 6:32, then for 6:35. He gets up, eats breakfast, and sets another alarm for 6:55 so he can go back to sleep after eating a quick breakfast, and wakes up at 6:55.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot.
Oh
He
my
actually
God.
gets himself out of bed and eats, and then goes
and then
back
gives
to
himself
bed.
more time to go back to sleep. This is fantastic. This is a great social experiment we're having right now.
Yes, it is.
They cloned a goat, didn't they?
Something like
Didn't we
that.
clone a goat or a sheep or something?
Yeah, I don't know. Pig. I don't know.
We cloned something. We'll be cloning humans.
No, I think she actually is alive and that she had some sort of surgery and she is recovering. But if the royal family really uses a body double, which they have said that they do have someone that's like a lookalike, like a decoy, if that's really who it was at that farm market and stuff, like that's so dumb.
Imagine that's your job, though. 'Cause I bet you get paid a lot.
Like, I am paid to look like
Chill
Kate
somewhere,
Middleton.
and we'll call you when we need you.
Right.
And when you do, we'll give you clothes, we'll whatever, and you got to go out and do it. Just
Like, act like Kate Middleton.
Yeah. Just walk around somewhere.
Yeah.
Be seen. We'll
To
make sure the
throw off.
paparazzi can only film you from a distance.
Right.
Somehow
can't
with an
really
iPhone
tell.
2. That's the stuff that cracks me up.
With an iPhone.
Yeah, you get like these. You see these footage, and it's like the Zapruder film. I'm like, in the world where everyone has an HD camera in their hand, how are the only people that get a video of Kate Middleton or anyone when it's like something big? Looks like they're holding like a flip phone from 1997.
Yeah.
I don't understand. We'll see. Great doctor. Fun thing. He's from Canfield.
Mhm.
Married a Jackson girl.
Get out of town.
We were making small talk at the front desk, and he was saying, and I was like, "You got yourself a Jackson girl?"
Good
He's
for
like,
you.
you know about Jackson?" I go, "Do I know about Jackson?" Got you a polar bear wife, huh?
Yeah,
Real
there you
nice
go.
girl, pretty. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Well, you're a doctor, so I mean,
Right. I mean, you kind of put that there.
this is Olga. No,
It increases your
Yeah.
audience selection.
Yeah. The more higher on the tax bracket, the more likely you are to attract the opposite sex.
Yeah,
Either way, like I said, I root for Jamie every day. I'm like two promotions, maybe one more promotion away from being a stay-at-home dad.
She better slow her roll.
I'm telling you, she just got this one. But
I know.
I'm like, come on. I will gladly take that damn kid to school every day. Gladly. It's a dream. Put on Sports Center and
I hear what you're saying.
Do laundry while I'm listening to sports talk. Mop the floors. It'll be Danny Tanner Central when you come to my house.
You know what? I hear what you're saying, and I think it's a wonderful dream. However, I will caution you because I have a friend whose husband did that and got very burnt out very quick. He was very
kids?
lonely. 3.
So we had to get 3 kids up every day, 3 kids to school.
Yes, and they did it on the heels of having their 3rd child. Like they had the other 2.
Oh my God! So we had a newborn.
Ish. When she went back to work, she took extra time off. So I think when she went back to work, the youngest was around.
.807 right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Good morning, everybody. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. 330-450-9292 is the phone number. The text line, 330-269-9292. Coming up this hour, another opportunity to become a finalist for the Total Eclipse of the Park contest. Sending you to watch the solar eclipse at Progressive Field. Oh, while you're there, guess what? Those seats will also be there for you for the Guardians home opener against the White Sox that night. Around 5 p.m., I think, is first pitch they moved it back to. Home opener, the Eclipse, all in one day at Progressive Field. How great is that? It's all powered by Sarda. Know someone sensational? Nominate a Sarda writer for the Sarda Sensations of the Month contest online at sardasensations.com. You'll hear the cue to call again this hour. When you do, be caller number 10. You'll be our second finalist of the morning, and we're going to be getting another finalist with someone who goes over to the live video feed of the show that's on Facebook, YouTube, and X, clicks the like button, puts the sun emoji in the comments. If you do that, we're going to select one of you and make you a finalist at the end of the show today. So do yourself a favor, go do that right now. Also, speaking of contests, celebrate Easter with our annual Cutest Kids contest. Text us a picture of your little cuties on our text line at 330-269-9292. Your family can win an excellent Easter basket filled with a $50 gift card to Once Upon a Child, tickets to Barbie the Movie and concert at Blossom, tickets to the African Safari Wildlife Park, tickets to an Akron Rubber Ducks home game, chocolate, candy, and more. Hop on over to the text line and send us a photo of your cuties. Again, 330-269-9292. This one is powered by Once Upon a Child. Shop for spring and sell the stuff your kids have outgrown. Get cash on the spot. Tressler Road in Kansas. Oh, and not to mention, we'll be talking to comedian in the 9 o'clock hour, Dougie Almeida. He's performing at Crackpots Friday and Saturday, and we have tickets to give away to that after we talk to him around 9:15 this morning. There's a lot. There's a lot today on this Thursday morning. We are getting you guys closer and closer to the weekend. Someone texted in. We were talking about the eclipse at the end of last hour. Great Lakes made a special Eclipse Brew limited release beer. It looks pretty cool. We asked you guys, are you guys excited about the eclipse, or do you have like a little bit of anxiety?
Yeah.
Blue Steel guy here. I could care less about the eclipse. Just another day. I'll be partying at the Indians home opener.
Nice.
There you go. All right. I'm sure most of you don't really have a fear or whatever. I don't know that I'd go so far as to say a fear. Just a little bit apprehension.
Yeah. Amy on Facebook says a little ambivalence. She's a little mixed feelings about it. She's probably going to be at home in the house.
I'm going to be at home. I'll walk outside of my house and look at it. I mean, I'm not going to be in the totality where I'm at, but that's all right.
We have totality where we live, but only for like 2 minutes and 40 seconds, something like that. Like, it's not long.
Whew. Jake, you're not even going to watch it, huh?
Oh, I'll probably be here, honestly, because now I have to be here till 5. So,
oh, that's right. Yeah.
So I'll probably just be here. I'll probably step outside and see what's going on, but back to work.
Yeah,
I hear you. He's unbothered by the eclipse.
I think it's cool, and I wish that I was home and able to see it from my house in case something did happen.
Is your house in totality?
No, I don't think so.
You're closer to
Yeah,
it
we're
because you're
closer
closer
to
to Canal Fulton.
Yeah.
Canal Fulton is totality.
Yeah.
Text message. It will probably just be another day I'll be working, someone says on the text line. Excited for the eclipse? Indifferent, or you got a little bit of apprehension? Just
Any
curious.
anxiety there? And if so, what's your anxiety?
330-450-9292. You can call or you can text 330-269-9292. It's 8:11. It's Jack Harlow. Love It On Me. It's Q92. All right. Is complimenting hair creepy? That's a question I pose.
What? That's a question that Clint posed when he walked in here.
Yeah, that's we've been talking about. We're going to talk about what Clint said.
Yeah.
So he came in here and he was telling us a story about someone complimenting someone's hair.
Yeah.
Saying, I don't mean to be creepy, but I really like your hair.
Well, he asked me, he said, does that creep you out? Because he said, your hair looks nice today. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Is that creepy? Does that creep you out? And I said, no, we know Clint really well.
Right.
So it doesn't bother me at all. But the question was then posed. At what point is complimenting a woman in public not flattering, but yet then creepy?
I remember, and this is back in the 1900s, a guy I worked with was no longer with us.
Yeah.
Rest easy. King. But he... we were sitting one day in the studio talking, going over what we're going to do on the show. And a sales girl walked in. Now, this sales girl was a very beautiful.
She was a pretty gal.
Yes.
Okay.
I have no doubt. If she was like, hi, can I talk about your business and advertising? The owner would be like, indeed, you can. And she always dressed nice. And she did. She had nice legs. And you know me, I'm a legs ass guy.
Okay, so you were oogling her too in the office.
Then yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was. And this is back in my Youngstown days. She walked in one day to ask a sales question about some sponsorship, things like that. And I will never forget this. We're sitting there and we're all talking. And the gentleman, the older gentleman at the time, he says, I got to tell you. He goes, I just got to tell you, you've got an incredible set of legs. And in my head, no! I knew back. This is 1900s now. Oh, no, this is 2000. This is.
Could you hear the clack of HR's heels coming down the hallway?
2002. I'm like, no! I think we're supposed to wait till she leaves the room to say that to each other. I don't think we say it to her.
Right.
Not at work. Not now. And she was very nice about it. And you could tell it was a little like, I'm sorry, but
it probably took her by surprise.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I knew that the guy was not trying to be perverted. I know you're like, oh, sure. I'm telling you, I knew the man. He wasn't. He thought, now he was older. Like he was in his 60s at the time. She's in her 20s.
I guess maybe that.
Maybe from a different, but I'm saying maybe from a different generation.
Yeah.
Maybe then that was seen as okay. I don't know. This was way before now. Where you say hi to someone like, oh God, did I offend you?
Right.
Good morning. Excuse me?
Right.
Damn it. But yeah, I'll never forget that. You've got an incredible set of legs. Oh! Think we could. I know you're like, nothing we can do. We have no way to stop this mammoth. Let it go. Shoot it, blow it up. No, we can't. Like, I don't understand why you think that would be hard.
What are we going to start having military planes fly in just to take out mammoths?
If they're killing people, I think we would.
Okay.
Why is that hard? I'm trying to figure out why that's hard for you to believe. Some people are tripping, LOL. We're on LSD this morning.
Wait, no, we're not.
You have seen Jurassic Park, right? They thought they had the power to take down the dinosaurs, and they did.
Thank you.
Well, now, that's a dinosaur, not a mammoth. We might not have the power we think we have to take down. Guys, I'm going to fight all of you on this.
Thank you. Someone's on my side.
Yeah, you and one other person. I got to go into work. I can't stop listening to this conversation.
I know.
Hard hitting.
Have a good day at work, though. Think about those mammoths.
Next hour, healthcare. If they're going to spend a ton of money to recreate some mammoth, They're not going to want to kill it, only contain it and relocate. I understand, but Lauren's saying, what if it goes rogue?
What if?
Now, that is possible.
Yes.
The mammoth going, screw you, I'm a mammoth.
Right.
I'm going to knock down. You think this fence is going to keep me?
Exactly.
I'm a bleeping mammoth.
That's right.
Oh, man. Someone says, come on, Jake, be the sense of reason. Jake, do you believe a mammoth could be stopped?
I do.
You do?
Because well, I agree on both sides. Like, if I'm out in the wild and a mammoth attacks me, I don't think the military is going to get there fast enough to stop me from getting
hurt. If there was
hurt.
an outbreak, if like there was a true event, like breaking news on CNN or Fox News,
I think
mammoths in New York City just tearing things up, I think we're going to respond.
Yeah, so do I.
So I think, now would a pistol do it? No, I don't think a pistol would do it.
No, you would need something. I'm Googling this.
You'd probably need something a little bit, maybe a machine gun, maybe an AK. Might even need a rocket launcher, an RPG.
I mean, they've got some tusks, man.
Christian, I believe you need Jesus, my son. Lauren has the mammoth wearing Kevlar.
Hey, I'm just saying, if there were that many, have you ever seen Gremlins? I mean, if they started multiplying, I don't know that we would have the wherewithal to keep up with making sure that we could take out all these mammoths if they went rogue. That's all I'm saying. They were hardly small in size. They were roughly the size of a modern African elephant, and their shoulder height was 11 feet.
Point the gun up.
Oh yeah, and they weigh around 6 tons. They would squash you like an ant.
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
Q92.
51 degrees for your Thursday high. A lot of bright sun and blue skies all day long. Overnight clear, starry and cold, a low near 30. Grab that coat. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
8:21 right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Later on this hour, Q to call for the Total Eclipse of the Park contest, sending you to Progressive Field, not only to watch the eclipse, but to see the Guardians home opener against the White Sox. Good luck to our Guardians tonight in Oakland against the Oakland Athletics. 10:07, first pitch tonight in Oakland. If you're going to stay up, you're going to stay up late for that, Lauren? I'm going to say no.
No.
Okay, all right. Jake, I know you won't, but your dad's a huge Guardians fan.
He is.
Will he stay up and watch it?
Probably some of it.
I hear you. It's not ideal for us. I'm sure, like I said, I think for them, they're probably happy they're on the West Coast with some better weather, but not ideal for fans. Like, yay, it's the first day of baseball. They're on at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
But West Coast trip to start the season. What are you going to do? Good luck, though.
Did they do that intentionally because the weather's better?
I think they should, but they don't know.
Oh,
Just depends on where the schedule puts you.
Gotcha.
I think all the teams like Detroit,
Start
Boston,
the first week or two out that
or
way.
down south, or go to somewhere there's a dome.
Yeah.
To where you're not playing with literally a hoodie and a ski mask on in the outfield because you're standing out there in the open when it's 39 degrees with a rain-snow mix.
It makes sense to me. I mean, isn't that why we do spring training in like Arizona and Florida? And
we don't do spring training in Milwaukee.
No.
Good point there, Lauren. Half the league goes to Arizona, half the league goes to Florida.
Yep.
Why? Because you can play every day.
Yeah.
Because it's good weather. So I've always said, send them south, send them west, send them to the dome stadiums for a couple weeks. I mean, you're not guaranteed it's going to be warm by then.
All kinds of high school baseball and softball games that have already had to be rescheduled because of the weather here.
Every year.
Yeah.
Northeast Ohio, and they play in mud.
Yes.
Half the time they're practicing in the gym.
I showed you that picture of the Hoover girls lacrosse team. They literally played in snow less than 2 weeks ago.
I always feel bad for spring sports.
Yeah.
For track, for all of them. Because the weather is just so uncooperative till like the end of your season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Football doesn't matter. Basketball, you're indoors. Volleyball, you're indoors. But those poor softball teams, baseball teams, track teams, it sucks.
Yeah.
Because half your stuff, like you said, postponed, canceled. If you're a parent and you're banking on, like, you got to get your kid to the game or come pick them up, things change so rapidly.
Yeah.
Game's canceled, mom need picked up. Or, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or the track meet got canceled halfway through. I don't know.
One of our games was supposed to be up towards Cleveland. It got canceled.
Yeah.
And rescheduled for like April, like the end of the month.
Well, I saw last night on Twitter, there's already 2 games that were opening day games today for baseball have already been canceled.
Yeah.
Canceled yesterday because of why? Weather.
Yeah.
I think it was Philly. I forget where, Atlanta. But I got alert that 2 games were already canceled for today from yesterday because of weather.
Yeah.
Opening day, and you're like, well, never mind.
What's the weather look like for Easter Sunday? Let me see here.
About the eclipse real quick.
52. Okay.
Sunny?
No, but no rain. It doesn't look like it anyways.
I'm banking on the solar eclipse day being cold, rainy, then cloudy, then snowy, and we won't see anything, someone said.
I hope not. It is a really, I would love nothing more because Mark is so excited about that
A lot
comet.
of people are.
Well, but about the comet. So not only are we
You're
getting,
going to be able to see planets.
yeah, and a comet.
Yeah.
Right over, it'll be like closest to Venus.
What?
Venus.
All right. I didn't know if it was Uranus.
It's Uranus.
Cheesy joke. Coming up, we have a song coming up by Pitbull. That's right. Mr. 305?
Worldwide.
He always the zip code
305.
305. Mr. 305 is going to talk
What's
to us
that,
here in a
Miami?
second. I think so.
Yeah.
That or
Makes
Billings,
sense.
Montana.
I doubt it's Billings.
Coming up. It's finally here. You've all been saying, oh, is this Ozempic stuff going to catch up with us? Is there going to be something? Might be something.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see
I don't know if you
this.
saw us in both
No.
our show preps.
No.
The old one and the new one.
Now I'm intrigued because I told you
There
my
is
sister's taking.
something for the very first time that I've seen. Something that is out there about a complication with Ozempic and Wegovy. We'll talk about it coming up. Those of you taking it for it doesn't matter where you're taking it for. I know a lot of people aren't taking it because of diabetes. They're taking it because of just
weight loss.
Which
Yeah.
you cannot argue it does. You cannot argue that. But do we have our first
Maybe.
oh no. Talk about it.
Ozempic.
We'll talk about it. See what I did there, Jake?
I did.
What do you call that in radio? That's a what?
Come on, you've been doing this with us long
this
enough.
is like when Donnie asked Bavir a sales question in the meeting.
It's a tease, Jake. It's a tease. Christian.
What do you call that,
boy.
Bavir? That's
We love you. We love you, Bavir.
Bavir, we love you, brother. It's not fair you get put on the spot like that either. It sucks, but it does make me chuckle every week. Bavir, what do we call that? Oh, that is a
it's right there.
Oh boy. Pitbull, don't stop the party. It's Q92.
Hey, it's Keller from Afternoons on Q92. Tune in weekdays from 2 until 6 p.m. and come hang out. We've got amazing prizes, fantastic music. It's going to be a good time.
What is it? Rage Room, families that play favoritism, but then call the kettle black for other family members when they believe that they are also doing it for their own kids. Family favoritism. Sucks. I feel bad for my brother and sister.
You're on a roll today. You know
really
your sister's listening.
I really do. They know I'm the best one. If there's one shining star of the children, they know who it was. They know it wasn't them. To the guy that passed me as soon as the railroad crossing bar goes up, how can you assume I'm not also late for work and in a hurry, asshat? Hey, listen, I'm for name calling as long as I can say it on the radio.
I wish I could be like, you know how they do the NFL mic'd up? I am like the worst. I need one of those for on days when I'm running late or someone's driving stupid, like close to me. My kids make fun of me all the time.
Asshat does not get used enough.
Your sister said I need to take your booze away.
Booze. The Zoa. Rage Room, this country not having a law for maternity leave and having to go back to work too soon because you can't afford not to. Give it the times, USA. Rage Room.
Yeah, you better sad.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's the hardest thing to go back to work and leave your baby the first time.
It's not easy.
Especially when you're not ready yet. You know what I mean? Like when you're not physically healed completely or, just, you're like lactating. And I only say that because it's a thing. Like, even if you're not breastfeeding, like you leak for a while.
Yeah. The older you get. Yeah. We're like old faucets when we get older. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about new moms.
I know. I'm talking about wieners. There's that old saying, you can wiggle, you can jiggle, you can do a little dance. The last 3 drops end up in your pants.
Yeah, that's gross.
You ever hear that, Jake?
Only from you.
Oh, well, there you go.
But you have said it before.
Well, take it with you and use it in life.
Oh, I have already.
Have you done it?
Oh,
Yeah. And I repeat it to other people, and then everybody else knows what I'm talking about. I'm like, well,
because they've already all heard it. They're like,
No.
yeah. Oh, they haven't?
They haven't heard it.
Oh. I see. I've heard it.
Just trying to make the world a better place.
Yeah.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
Cleveland Cavaliers lost to the Charlotte Hornets last night on the road, 118-111. The Cavs fall to 44-29 in the season. They're off today. They'll play the 76ers tomorrow night at home at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. And today is opening day for Major League Baseball, including the Cleveland Guardians. They'll be on the road in Oakland tonight to take on the Athletics. 10:07 is first pitch. Shane Bieber will be on the mound for Cleveland, and you can watch the game on Bally Sports. That's a look at sports right here on today's hit music, Q92. Still to come this hour, the cue to call to get another finalist for the Total Eclipse of the Park contest. Witness the solar eclipse and watch the Guardians home opener against the White Sox on Monday, April 8th from Progressive Field. The contest powered by Starta. If you know someone sensational, nominate a Starta writer for the Starta Sensations of the Month contest online at startasensations.com. You're going to hear that cue to call. When you do, be caller number 10. Want another opportunity? Do yourself a favor. Go over to Facebook, YouTube, or X. Click the like button on the live video feed of the show, and in the comments section, put the sun emoji. That way, you have a chance to be randomly selected at the end of the show and made a finalist as well. Just kicked off the contest this morning. We got our very first finalist last hour. That was Cassandra from Janadenhut. Finalist number 2 is coming up here this hour as well. So 8:35, that's coming up. Quick text message. We're talking about spring sports. Golf started at school. They don't care if it's cold or frost on the ground. They're playing.
Yeah.
Got you there.
As I said, the Hoover girls lacrosse team, man, they powered through. Actually, it was really cute because they had the best time. Like, it was the most unusual game, and that made it so much more fun.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like, both teams came together to take a picture midfield with all the snow covering the field.
And I think, although it was that kind of weather, I don't believe it was like bitter cold.
No,
like 20.
It was like just
that.
That's why. Remember, it was like really big flakes of snow that were coming down because it was like 32, 33 degrees, where it was just enough to get it to freeze.
Yeah, absolutely, Okay, talked about this.
Yeah,
a lot of us have been using Ozempic and Wegovy, and they are obviously medicines that were originally for type 2 diabetes, I believe, especially Ozempic.
Yeah.
I'm not as familiar with Wegovy, but I'm assuming it's the same thing.
It is. Different brands.
So, but this is from the Daily Mail. And if you Google it, the story comes up from other places as well. But that's what I'm citing right here. Doctors warning of new fatal, and I'm saying this right, fatal complication from Ozempic and Wegovy.
Really?
That may cause food to be sucked into lungs and choke the patient to death. Now that's the
aspiration
complication.
I know, but sucking food into the lungs is like when you have an aspiration, it can cause fluid to fill up in the lungs, like a pneumonia. Yeah. Or are they talking about something like instantaneous?
I don't think instantaneous.
Okay.
I don't believe so. So I'll quote from this article. Surgery patients on the weight loss drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy could be at risk of choking to death. A study warns researchers in California looked at nearly 1 million Americans who had an endoscopy, which that examines the upper digestive tract with a good old, camera.
They scope your upper plumbing.
They found, it's kind of like going to Roto-Rooter, but, they found that patients who underwent the procedure, which involves inserting a tube with a camera on the end down the throat, were 33% more likely to suffer aspiration pneumonia.
There we go. Okay.
This causes food, liquids, or saliva to get sucked into the airway, which could lead to choking and kills nearly 60,000 Americans a year. Dr. Ali Razay, study author and medical director of the GI motility program at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in LA, said aspiration during or after endoscopy could be devastating. If significant, it can lead to respiratory failure, ICU admission, even death. Even mild cases may require close monitoring, respiratory support, and medications, including antibiotics. So it's important we take all possible precautions to prevent aspiration from occurring. So that's what that says. Interesting.
So
the research analyzed data from a million anonymous patients who had endoscopies between January 18 and December of 2020.
So are they saying it does something to your esophagus that would make that aspiration possible?
Yeah, they found that those who were prescribed the GLP-1 medications like Ozempic and Wegovy had a 33% higher chance of experiencing aspiration pneumonia than those who didn't take
It has
those
to be
medications.
causing like varices or something. It has to be like to make that even possible. I mean, because think about it, Christian. Like my sister, she doesn't eat very much.
Yeah.
So what is she aspirating? Like, you know what I mean? So it must cause something structurally in the esophagus.
Symptoms include shortness of breath, wheezing, coughing up blood,
Well, yeah, like
or
pneumonia.
pus, chest pain, bad breath, extreme tiredness. Very interesting. Very interesting. So take that for what it's worth. You were. I kind of felt like I was waiting for some study to come out and say, "Oh, by the way."
But this is what
But
I
this
thought.
drug's been around, though, right?
Not super long, but I don't. My whole thing has always been like, I don't believe that you couldn't take any medication and not possibly experience some sort of side effect because we're like altering our bodies in some form, right?
Yeah.
I mean, some safer than others, obviously. But I feel like anytime you even take Advil, I mean, you could.
Well, as I get to the end of this article, and I don't know this author or whatever, the person did this study, whatever, put this up on Daily Mail, but this is kind of what I sometimes get a little upset with people like this, because I get it. You want the clickbait.
Yeah.
You want the clicks. You want the shares.
Of course.
You want it to go viral. And then the whole thing is talking about 33%. You could have aspiration pneumonia. You're increased, right? The very end of the article, I'm talking the last 2 seconds. Aspiration pneumonia is generally treated with antibiotics and oxygen therapy. Most people are expected to survive.
Yeah. I was going to say.
But it says it kills 58,000 a year. Now, that's period. Not because you're on Ozempic.
Right.
That's what it does, period.
In general. And I see that. And a lot of that aspiration pneumonia that they're talking about that probably kills is happening in nursing homes. And that's because a lot of times the elderly develop issues swallowing.
Yeah. And I'm not saying it couldn't happen. Obviously, it can. But I'm just saying at the very end, there's that one sentence. It's generally just treated with antibiotics and oxygen therapy. And most are expected to survive. But if you read the beginning of the article and the title, it's like, you will die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like my mom wrote it. Take Ozempic, you'll die. Just saying, I'm not saying that there's truth in what they're saying. Well, obviously, there's an increase in risk, but I mean, you read the article and it sounds like you'll die. You're going to choke and die. And people will read that, and that's all they'll get out of it.
Yeah.
Take Ozempic, you're going to choke and die.
Which is not true.
No. Anything can happen to anybody. When you teased the story, I thought you were talking about a story I saw yesterday where women on the pill are getting pregnant after using Ozempic.
Now, that I did see, too. Now, it's interesting that they brought that up, and it's causing some sort of issue where it's affecting the efficacy of the birth control pill that they're taking. So it's not working like it should.
Wow.
So there have been, what are they calling them? Not Ozempic babies, but it's something along those lines where
so if you're on birth control,
just watch yourself.
The Ozempic can affect the strength of that birth control.
Yeah, you might want to use another form as well.
Interesting. called condoms.
Right.
It's 8:42. It's late night talking. It's Q92. Got Christian and Lauren need a little advice.
All right.
And this might help Christian out someday, too.
Okay.
At what age do you think it's safe for your child to play sports? I would think that would depend on the sport a little bit.
I agree. I mean,
You're talking about like tackle football.
yeah.
What my brother and his wife did is they got all three of their boys into flag football first.
Yeah.
They played flag football for years.
Yeah.
And then they transitioned in, I want to say like 7th and 8th grade, they went to tackle football.
Yeah.
Like, what was it like? Yeah, Ryan just finished his 8th grade. Noah's going to be in 7th next year. My nephew Michael is playing in 8th grade next year. So that's kind of how, and then my other nephew Michael just started football. First sport he ever played, tackle football. But he's in 7th grade.
Yeah.
That was kind of, if you're talking that kind of contact sport, that was kind of the plan that my brother and his wife did. And I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
Because you learn some of the fundamentals in flag.
Oh, I agree.
And in a less physical toll. And then you understand. So when you go to tackle football, you have
you learn the rules of the game, like really what the game's about. I think. I don't know. I'm a huge fan of organized sports. I think that.
I think they're great. I think they're great. And I'm sorry. I think they're great for socializing with and getting social skills. They're great for exercise.
Yeah.
Getting them off the video games and out of the house.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. I think whether your kid shows an interest in soccer, baseball, softball, I agree. Because my son, I promise you, if he we'll ask him. I'll never force my kid. I will never force my kid. I will be, you and I think agree on this. If you sign up for something,
you've got to finish it.
You're going to see it through.
100%.
If when the season's over, you decide that's not for you, fine.
Yeah.
But if we're playing a season of, let's say, soccer, you're playing soccer.
Well, to me, a commitment's a commitment. You teach them that early on. Like, if you're going to commit to doing this and you say you want to do this, you have to follow through. Yep. Because, I mean, that's life. You have to follow through.
Call now to win tickets to the Guardians home opener, powered by Sarda and Q92.
There's your cue to call. Let's get another finalist right now for the Total Eclipse of the Park contest. Be there to watch the Eclipse and the Guardians home opener at Progressive Field on Monday, April 8th. Like they said, powered by Sarda. All you got to do is be caller number 10 right now, 330-450-9292. Caller 10, good luck. These are great questions.
I know.
These are hard-hitting questions.
Our brains are so weird. Why are we?
There's a show on Prime called Upload where they put their brain on like a memory card and they live in like a sim-like life. What the hell? What? Another one. There's a same. Oh, what happened? My text line just went. There we go. Yeah, there's a show on Prime. I know. Listen, I haven't watched that yet. Never heard of that, but I'll look into it. That's interesting to me. Very interesting to me. Where we're going to go in the future with technology and will we be able to live forever? Would you want to?
I mean, as long as I'm not like super decrepit. I mean, they can kind of preserve or slow down the aging process.
Oh, you want to play whoa questions like whoa. Here's a question.
Okay.
If they invented it, all right? If they invented it, listen, it is done. You can see for yourself. We can upload your brain, your consciousness. We can put it all on a computer. And then we can put you in whatever, and you can live forever. However they can do it, you can live forever.
Yeah, but if you're uploading me to a computer, am I going to have emotion?
So I say consciousness, all of it. They could find a way to if they could find a way. Would you had the option. Would you wait until you're like old and decrepit, or would you be like, you know what? Let's do it now in my 40s. I'm still very functional. Everything's good.
Yeah, but you could even push that to the 50s and try and give yourself some natural.
I'm just saying. Would you be like, you know what? I'm going to wait till I'm in my 90s and I'm close to death to do it, or would you be like, do it now?
Well, no, because when do they clone you? At the age you are when they clone you?
Listen, I'm asking some weird ass questions. I don't have any answers.
Well, I know, but that's fine. That's why.
I'm just saying, like,
why we're the show we are, because we always have weird questions,
crazy ass stuff. I'm just trying to figure out, like, if they invented that, like, you can live forever, start whenever.
Yeah.
Are you starting when you're old? Like, I mean, truly old, like, you know what I mean? Like old, or you'd be like, no, man, do it now. Someone says until the server crashes. That's true.
Oh my god.
Someone could hack you.
That's true. Is that like getting a cold or a flu
Someone
virus?
could hack you. I feel like we're all doing like hallucinogenics right now. We're all just
that,
talking.
but is that like your cold or flu?
Did we just drop LSD together? What?
Is that like your cold or flu?
What do you mean?
You just got some antivirus to get better? Like if you are a computer in the future and blah, 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 and you get hacked, is that like having the equivalent of having a cold or a flu and you've got to take antivirus to...
I think if you were a computer, I could hack you and make you do crimes. Make you murder people.
That's true.
Make you walk around, punch people in the face.
Somebody said without a brain, you can't have consciousness. I agree with that. So it could be really chaotic.
We don't know that though. We don't. It's crazy to think about.
And then what if we
Who
do
knows?
this and the people that are like not cloned yet realize that we're all trying to like self-destruct the world because we don't have consciousness? And then all of a sudden it becomes a battle of the humans versus the whatever.
Subhumans, the
Yeah.
cyborgs.
Right.
Warm.
All right, Amy, congratulations. You're caller 10. You're a finalist.
Oh, yay.
Congratulations. Amy, you're now in the running. You could get a chance to go see the Guardians for their home opener against the Chicago White Sox. But not only that, you can arrive to the park early and take in that epic, historic solar eclipse happening right here in Ohio on April 8th. Tell everybody your favorite station making you a finalist.
Q92.
There you go. Another finalist. We now have 2 for the Guardians home opener in the Eclipse at Progressive Field. Cassandra from Janaden Hutton and Amy from Warren. And again, we're getting one more finalist before we get out of here this morning. And that is if you go over to the live video feed of this morning show, click the like button. Doesn't matter if you go to Facebook, YouTube, or X. Go to either one. Pick one. Flip a coin. I don't care. Name out of a hat. Go there, click the like button in the comments section. Put the sun emoji. You got to do both. Not just one. You got to do both. And Lauren's going to randomly select one of you guys at the end of the show. We will make you a finalist. So before we get out of here, we're going to get you 3 finalists for this awesome contest. And, of course, you'll have chances to become one later on today with Nick, with Keller this afternoon, and with Ryan at night, live and local all day, every damn day. So, Guardians contest for the Eclipse Progressive Field home opener. It's underway, and we're getting finalists. We call the grand prize winner a week from today. How cool is that? Also, coming up next hour, Dougie Almeida, comedian, going to be headlining at Crackpots Comedy Club in Massillon, both on Friday and on Saturday. He's going to be joining the show in the 9 o'clock hour, around 9:15 or so. We'll be talking to him, and we'll be giving away 4 packs of tickets to go see him, both on his Friday night shows and his Saturday night shows. So that's coming up in our was that the 4th hour? When does the show start? 5:30. Yeah, the 4th. I don't know.
4th hour.
4th hour.
Yeah.
Kind of. 3rd and a half. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Also, don't forget, you guys, if you're listening right now and you want a chance to win tickets to go see comedian Dougie Almeida, or you want a chance to become a finalist for those Guardians home opener tickets the day of the solar eclipse, you can go over to the Facebook, YouTube, or X live stream. Find that video live stream of Jake, Christian, and I in the studio. Give it a like. All you have to do is put a sun emoji in the comments if you want to win or if you want to become a finalist, rather. Or you can put the laughing emoji in if you want to be considered for the comedian. And you could do both, just so you know. You can enter for both.
So do that. Do that. Lauren, you done eating your weird eggs?
Yeah.
They look
weird
like
eggs.
Jell-O.
It's not. They're sous vide eggs, and they're really good for you because they're egg whites.
Sous vide?
Yeah, that's how it's a method of cooking.
That doesn't sound healthy.
Like steaming. Kind of boiling / steaming. Anyhow. No, they're the Starbucks egg bites. You can get them at Costco now.
Starbucks?
Yeah. I didn't have to drive to Starbucks yet. I brought them with me this morning because Costco carries them now, and they're so good. But I asked you, well, first of all, do you guys color Easter eggs?
We usually do. We have a lot going on this week.
So you don't know if it's going to happen.
So I don't know what's going to happen. I hope it doesn't.
So you don't like doing it?
I did it last year.
Like a champ?
I did it last year, yeah.
But was it I want to impress her, so I'm going to be a champ?
No, it was a don't be an a-hole.
Okay.
Color the eggs.
Jake, do you guys color eggs?
Not every year, but I like to
color them.
Yeah, I like to do it.
Okay. But you said you don't eat. Neither of you like hard-boiled
No.
eggs.
I would never touch a
So what do you
hard-boiled
do with the stinking eggs?
Whatever the
Throw 'em
girls
out.
want to do with them.
Yeah, or they eat them. Sometimes
They can eat them, toss them. I ain't touching that thing. I think a hard-boiled egg is just disgusting.
It is not disgusting. You can make so many things with it. You can make deviled eggs.
I don't like deviled eggs. I think they're worse. Not to mention the smell of a hard-boiled egg. It just smells
you stink up a room anytime you've got. It smells like eggs.
Oh yeah, no, I can make.
But you can't tolerate an egg's natural smell.
I can make this room smell like a sulfur factory.
Yes, he can.
Yeah.
But you can't stand the smell of an egg.
Gross to me.
Oh my god.
It's very gross to me. It is like.
How is this not super contradictory? You'll be like, just so you know, I have gas, and it smells like a sulfur factory.
Yeah,
but you're like, oh, eggs, oh, play your button.
Because farts are fun.
Brother, what's that?
Hard-boiled egg, and I don't want anything to do with it. Gross.
You don't like egg salad?
I'd rather smell farts.
Oh my gosh.
And that's not like ha being funny. Give me a choice. Sniff a hard-boiled egg or smell someone's fart. Give me the fart. At least I'll laugh. At least I'll have a good chuckle.
You're ridiculous. You know that?
Farts are funny.
I won't disagree that I don't laugh. I mean, I will laugh. I am a child when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I can't do the hard-boiled egg. I agree, Carl eggs have disgusting, nasty, horrible smell. Yuck. I don't know how your voice
I think it was supposed to be colored eggs or boiled eggs.
Yeah, I don't know how your talk to text screwed that up for you, but they did you dirty on that one. I agree. Carl eggs. I'll never eat a Carl egg. I agree. Hard-boiled eggs are nasty. Yuck. I'd rather smell chitlins.
Really? Hard-boiled eggs are so good for you. There's so many health benefits.
I'm not going to pretend that
And deviled eggs? You don't like deviled eggs?
No. That's
Egg salad?
That's prison food to me. Egg salad also prison
Chopping
food.
up eggs and putting it on your
That
salad?
is stuff you should have to eat in prison after you made license plates for 8 hours.
No. What?
Like, here's your deviled egg. Go back to your cell. Damn it. Never robbing a bank again.
Actually, I think a lot of the inmates would be super pumped if they got deviled eggs after making license plates.
9 o'clock hour coming up. It's Livingston Shadow. It's Q92. One of the funniest things I've ever as a child laughed at. And I mean, I laughed, stomach hurt, couldn't breathe. And I'll never be able to explain it to where you guys would understand how funny it was. I'll never be able for you to be there and understand, because if I explain it to you, like, oh, okay. My brother did not understand the concept of bumper cars.
Okay.
And
what did he like run from them?
My brother, my sister, we all got one. I don't know if he just thought you just drive around the little room.
Right.
And that's it.
And there happens to be a lot of accidents. I mean, what?
And we were doing bumper cars, and we were having a fun. And yeah, you get jerked around sometimes. But you can get hit hard.
Yeah.
You know.
Of course.
We're in bumper cars, and my brother did not understand that people were going to hit him.
Oh, God.
He started crying and yelling at everyone that was hitting him. So, like, I'm over on the side playing with people hitting. I look over, and he's crying. Someone hits him, and he just goes, "Stop it!"
Oh, my gosh.
Stop hitting me. And I look over, my dad's dying. My dad's just dying laughing. Like,
not telling him that's
no,
the
I don't know
point.
how he could bumper cars. I don't know what part of that you don't understand.
I mean, did he not stand in line and like observe it before he got on the car?
He was pissed crying. He wasn't like,
right.
He was pissed crying. You know, when you're so mad, all you can do is cry.
Yeah, but did they like pile on him so he couldn't move? Because that's frustrating.
I don't know.
How old were you guys?
We were, all of us, maybe 8, 7, 8, 9. I don't know.
Who's oldest?
My sister.
Okay, and then you?
I'm middle.
And then Justin's the baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just, everyone was hitting him, laughing, and he's not even trying to drive. He's just sitting there yelling at everybody hitting him. He's just screaming at everybody hitting him. Stop it!
Oh my gosh.
I just don't remember looking over my dad.
That's
and my dad's,
hilarious.
like, clapping his hand, laughing. You know,
Yeah.
we're like, oh my.
Yeah.
He didn't understand bumper cars. I don't know what he expected from bumper cars.
I mean, is this something you don't let him live down, I take it?
No, I haven't brought it up, I don't think, ever to him.
No.
When I think about it once in a while, I'll still think about it.
And laugh?
Oh, God. It doesn't do it justice. If you saw it, you'd have been like, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Didn't understand. And that's okay. That's okay. One of the funniest things I've ever as a child laughed at. And I mean, I laughed, stomach hurt, couldn't breathe. And I'll never be able to explain it to where you guys would understand how funny it was. I'll never be able for you to be there and understand, because if I explain it to you, like, oh, okay. My brother did not understand the concept of bumper cars.
Okay.
And
what did he like run from them?
My brother, my sister, we all got one. I don't know if he just thought you just drive around the little room.
Right.
And that's it.
And there happens to be a lot of accidents. I mean, what?
And we were doing bumper cars, and we were having a fun. And yeah, you get jerked around sometimes, but you can get hit hard.
Yeah.
You know.
Of course.
We're in bumper cars, and my brother did not understand that people were going to hit him.
Oh, God.
He started crying and yelling at everyone that was hitting him. So, like, I'm over on the side playing with people hitting. I look over, and he's crying. Someone hits him and he just goes, "Stop it!"
Oh my gosh. Where is
Stop hitting me.
Okay.
And I look over, my dad's dying. My dad's just dying laughing. Like,
not telling him that that's
no,
the
I don't know
point.
how he could bumper cars. I don't know what part of that you don't understand.
I mean, did he not stand in line and like observe it
He was
before he
so-
got in the car?
He was pissed crying. He wasn't like,
Right.
he was pissed crying. You know when
Yeah.
you're so mad, all you can do is cry?
Yeah, but did they like pile on him so he couldn't move? Because that's frustrating.
I don't know.
How old were you guys?
We were, all of us, maybe 8, 7, 8, 9. I don't know.
Who's oldest?
My sister.
Okay, and then you?
I'm middle.
And then Justin's the baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just, everyone was hitting him, laughing, and he's not even trying to drive. He's just sitting there yelling at everybody hitting him. He's just screaming at everybody hitting him. Stop it!
Oh my gosh.
I just still remember looking over at my dad.
That's
And my dad's, like,
hilarious.
clapping his hand, laughing. You know,
Yeah.
we're like, oh my.
Yeah.
He didn't understand bumper cars. I don't know what he
Aw.
expected from bumper cars.
I mean, is this something you don't let him live
But,
down, I take it?
No, I haven't brought it up. I don't think ever to him.
No.
But I think about it once in a while. I'll still think about it.
And laugh?
Oh, God. It doesn't do it justice. If you saw it, you'd have been like, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Didn't understand. And that's
No.
okay. That's okay. One of the funniest things I've ever as a child laughed at, and I mean, I laughed, stomach hurt, couldn't breathe, and I'll never be able to explain it to where you guys would understand how funny it was. I'll never be able for you to be there and understand, because if I explain it to you, you're like, oh, okay. My brother did not understand the concept of bumper cars.
Okay.
And
What, did he, like, run from them?
My brother, my sister, we all got one. I don't know if he just thought you just drive around the little room
Right.
and that's it.
And there happens to be a lot of accidents. I mean, what?
And we were doing bumper cars, and we were having a fun. And yeah, you get jerked around sometimes, but
Yeah.
you can get hit hard.
Yeah.
You know,
Of course.
we're in bumper cars, and my brother did not understand that people were going to hit him.
Oh, God.
He started crying and yelling at everyone that was hitting him. So, like, I'm over on the side playing with people hitting. And I look over and he's crying. Someone hits him and he just goes, "Stop it!"
Oh my gosh. Where is
Stop hitting me.
Okay.
And I look over, my dad's dying. My dad's just dying laughing. Like,
not telling him that that's
no,
the point?
I don't know how he could bumper cars. I don't know what part of that you don't
I
understand.
mean, did he not stand in line and like observe it
He was
before he
so-
got in the car?
He was pissed crying. He wasn't like,
Right.
he was pissed crying. You know when
Yeah.
you're so mad, all you can do is cry?
Yeah, but did they like pile on him so he couldn't move? Because that's frustrating.
I don't know.
How old were you guys?
We were, all of us, maybe 8, 7, 8, 9. I don't
Who's
know.
oldest?
My sister.
Okay, and then you?
I'm middle.
And then Justin's the baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just, everyone was hitting him, laughing, and he's not even trying to drive. He's just sitting there yelling at everybody hitting him. He's just screaming at everybody hitting him. Stop it!
Oh my
I
gosh.
just still remember looking over at my dad.
That's
And my dad's, like,
hilarious.
clapping his hand, laughing. You know,
Yeah.
we're like, oh my.
Yeah.
He didn't understand bumper cars. I don't know what he
Aw.
expected from bumper cars.
I mean, is this something you don't let him live
But,
down, I take it?
No, I haven't brought it up. I don't think ever to him.
No.
But I think about it once in a while. I'll still think about it.
And laugh?
Oh, God. It doesn't do it justice. If you saw it, you'd have been like, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Didn't understand. And that's
No.
okay. That's okay. One of the funniest things I've ever as a child laughed at, and I mean, I laughed, stomach hurt, couldn't breathe, and I'll never be able to explain it to where you guys would understand how funny it was. I'll never be able for you to be there and understand, because if I explain it to you, you're like, oh, okay. My brother did not understand the concept of bumper cars.
Okay.
And
What, did he, like, run from them?
My brother, my sister, we all got one. I don't know if he just thought you just drive around the little room
Right.
and that's it.
And there happens to be a lot of accidents?
Do women want gentlemen? Or don't you still want the bad boys?
I mean, I
Do you want
don't
a
know about a bad
gentleman?
boy, but you don't want a pushover either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So I would really like you girls just to do that. Text your man that, and then text back whatever the hell they write back. I'm just curious, or just tell us what he wrote back. I'm very curious. I mean, I guess that would be a good compliment to get, I suppose.
Should I add a heart emoji?
No, don't overdo it.
No, okay.
Don't overdo it. If he's listening, this isn't going to work.
He's not listening.
Dragons and Demons right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Good morning, everybody. We're here in the 9 o'clock hour. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you live on your radio, streaming at Q92radio.com. And we are live video on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Glad you guys are with us here this morning. Thanks for having us on. Anyway, you're checking out the show. We appreciate it. The new contest underway with the Guardians home opener and the Eclipse at Progressive Field. You could be there for both. Listen for the cue to call. We got 2 finalists this morning. We're getting one more. And to do that, go over to Facebook, YouTube, or X. Click the like button. Put the sun emoji in the comments. We're going to randomly pick one of you that checked out the live video of the morning show and make you a finalist at the end of this hour before we get out of here. Also, coming up here in a little bit, we're going to be speaking like we do every Thursday with a headliner coming to Crackpots Comedy Club in Massillon.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing shows on Friday and Saturday. Dougie Almeida is going to be here, and he's going to be joining us on the show. Very interesting background as we were,
Yeah, we were talking about it off air.
Yeah. If you're going to this show, I wouldn't heckle him.
No, I think it's probably
like some people like to heckle.
Very poor choice.
Some people like to heckle comedians. I wouldn't heckle this one. And we'll talk about that with him and explain it more coming up. But we'll be speaking with him. He'll be joining the show here coming up. That is comedian Dougie Almeida.
Also, don't forget, if you want to be able to go to one of his shows, we're going to get some finalists, not some finalists, but some winners just by going over to the live stream. You can give it a like, put the laughing emoji in the comments. We're going to pick a couple of you guys to go to his show this weekend, but also be listening because we're going to have a cue to call as well.
Hooking you up all morning long. It's Victoria Monet on My Mama on Q92. Fall asleep to the ID channel every night. At home, I have a fan on in pitch black, but if I go anywhere and stay at a hotel or a friend's house, I go to YouTube, put on white noise, or go to Spotify and put on an airplane sound.
They have apps, too. Like, I have one that sounds like a fan on my...
Yeah, that one, Calm, the app.
Oh, yeah, I have that. Well, for a while, I had a paid
Pay?
subscription.
You have to pay.
You get some things free. It's better to pay, though.
I fall asleep to the sweet sounds of Judge Judy, someone says
there
on the
you
text
go.
line.
Justice.
See on YouTube. I just I now fall asleep to Bluey because of my 2-year-old.
Yeah.
That's fair. I use the small air filter system in my room. Does that make enough noise to fall asleep?
I mean, it really just has to be that low something.
Yeah, no, like I said, give me a war movie.
And me, cops.
And I'm going to be good to go. Came across this, people get divorced all the time. And the source for this is Women's Day. Read it every morning.
Okay, yeah.
It has 10 things that all divorced guys have in common. And I read the list and I was like,
are you seeing a trend?
It's a good list. I feel like it's a very relatable list for divorced men. Things that they have in common. Love doesn't always work out. Sometimes it falls apart. You heard Fergie. Big girls don't cry, but she explained it. She had to move on. In fact, I want to play that while I go over this list.
Oh, I like that. That's a good one.
I'm going to right now.
But you're saying that then that women are the ones who end the marriage and leave the man divorced. Yeah. Okay.
This is just a thing that divorced guys have in common.
I see.
This isn't who caused it.
Okay.
This is what they all have
I know I'm saying with the songs
in
Go
common.
ahead.
You all right?
I know. Just making sure you understood what I was saying.
Yeah. Number one, they're shocked. Men are shocked. I can see that. We're oblivious. I can see that. What?
Shocked?
Divorce. Yeah, they're shocked when it happens.
Oh, okay.
Technology takes precedence over their relationships.
You know, that's a huge issue. We've had that problem in our household before. Like, sometimes Tony will be like, seriously, Lauren, put the phone down.
Listen,
And I do.
I think that's a both sex thing, men and women.
Yeah, I think it can be.
But
sure.
absolutely, I agree with you. Absolutely. Technology can take you just get sucked in your phone. Like, I know I can. I'm not going to pretend like I can't. But the not daughter, my God. I've never seen a human in their phone more than in my life. Like, it's insane.
I know. Well,
It's
I worry
insane.
about our youth. That's all they're not going to have good communication skills because they're constantly buried in their phone commenting on social media
It is
versus
just
having a conversation.
just staring at the phone like doesn't matter what we are doing.
I know.
Even if we're watching a show together, she's watching the show, but like in her phone the whole time. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not pretending like I can't be.
Oh, no, I can be too. I get it.
I
I understand the addiction.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be like, not me.
100%.
But she makes me go, damn, you're on that phone.
That must be a lot.
Seriously. This one, I agree with this one. They stopped whining and dining after the I do's.
I could see that, but
Got married,
that's got to be pretty drastic that you're not even going out for dinner once in a while as a couple or taking a date. I mean,
Got to keep dating. All right, here we go. It is 9:17, like Lauren just said. And it's time. Every Thursday, we have this great relationship with Crackpots Comedy Club in Massillon, and we love every week talking to the headliners that are coming to town. We love sending you, the listeners, to these shows.
Yeah.
We like seeing your pictures. A lot of people sometimes texting the station saying it was our first time there. Had a great time.
Yeah.
And this week is no exception. We are talking right now, going to bring him on the show, and you'll be able to see him live on the video feed on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Dougie Almeida going to be performing both Friday night and Saturday night, 2 shows, both nights. Dougie, good morning, and thanks for joining us on the show for a few minutes.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure.
Before we get into your show, we teased a little bit. I don't know if you heard it before. I said, this is, before we get into anything, this is not the comedian you want to heckle, as some people are like to do when they go to comedic shows. You have a very interesting background, both in finance and in fighting.
Right.
For those that don't know, you talk a little bit about before you got into comedy, some of the things you were into and why it might not be a good idea to mouth off this Friday or Saturday.
Well, yeah, I've been in the martial arts since I'm 4 years old. I had 3 older brothers, and we grew up in this, late 70s, and so they're all Bruce Lee fans.
Gotcha.
And we were the family that made nunchucks out of like the chair. You get broomstick handles, and you got metal or chains, and so ever since I was a kid, and then I think I was refereeing for the ISKA kickboxing matches, and I trained all my life, and some guy was mouthing off to me at one of the fighters. I'm like, dude, I'll knock you out, dude. And the guy's like, you, and then so I started training and started fighting in Muay Thai kickboxing.
Yeah, and if I'm correct, never lost.
Yeah, not 10 fights, undefeated. And the worst part is I'm only 5'8", and at the time I was, I'm 210 pounds. And everybody I fought was 5 inches taller, 50 pounds heavier. So that's where the nickname Dangerous came from, because my trainer used to say, this guy's dangerous, because I think in one of my first fights, I broke a guy's leg in 12 seconds.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
right. So again, we just want to reiterate.
You might want to just sit back, shut up, and enjoy the show on Friday and Saturday. So how do we get from Muay Thai kickboxing to money management, another huge part of what you do? How do we go from that to comedy? How does that happen?
Well, that was my profession. I'm a licensed fiduciary. People are like, what's a fiduciary? I say, it's just a douche. And
sounds like what I've been called all my life. Yeah.
Yeah. I was wondering, can I say that on the radio?
Oh, you can. That'll go.
But I've been managing money since I got out of college, and I was always bored with that. I made a living taking care of family and stuff, but I always was like that Renaissance guy where I always had to be doing something. I played soccer in college and all this kind of stuff, and so the money management's always there. I still do it. It's funny because I'll sit in a comedy condo where other comics are like, hey, let's go do this. I said, I'm sorry, dude, I got to trade stocks till 4:30 or 4. But of course, one of the best things as a comic, I don't have to worry about what I'm getting paid. I don't tell that to the booker. I don't tell the booker I got 20,000 shares of Amazon. But he's like, what?
He doesn't need to know that. He doesn't need to know that.
And you're gonna put me in that. You're gonna put me in that. The Hotel 6. That's the worst part. But so I just, it's just always like, just had to always be doing something else, And I did acting before I did comedy. But I always wanted to do stand-up, and it was just one of those always people that made people laugh. And, like anybody, I said, I'm going to do this, went to an open mic. And from there, a hobby turned into a profession. And it was, it's been fantastic, But I would tell the listeners, or tell anybody who comes to the show, you might be better off if you did get a butt whooping as opposed to getting a verbal lashing, because as bad as I can dish out the moves in martial arts, I am much more ferocious when it comes to just making you look like a fool if you're going to heckle me.
Yeah, that was the show. We were going to get to that. Like you do a lot of work with the crowd as with your act as well, but you like to interact with the crowd, and not every comedian likes to do that, or you know what I mean? Because it could be like you said, it could be dangerous. People could try to. Everyone thinks they're a comedian sometimes when they're at a comedy show, which I'm sure you run into a lot. So you have no problem verbally eviscerating anybody that wants to say anything. But like, you like to interact with the crowd, like that's fun for you.
Oh yeah, that's part of it. Crowd work. A lot of people talk about this. A lot of these social media things per se, all comics do crowd work. You know, like Matt Riff got famous pretty much with his crowd work, you know. And I just said, look, the only reason I put crowd work out on my clips is because they're not jokes that somebody can steal, you know. And you know, that's the one thing.
True.
So that's where a lot of comics do that, you know.
Yeah.
But I feel like, because we've had so many comedians on, they've had different opinions depending on who we've talked to about that. But I've always felt, Doug, that the thing is sometimes the spontaneous comedy like that can be the comedy that just gets the place rolling, you know?
The audience definitely loves it and they could tell when you've made something up on the fly.
Right.
You know, they could tell because it just happens. And, you know, to me, that's the most enjoyable moment of a show when because I actually have it as my act now. But I was in Daytona Beach and I asked this couple, I asked the guy, now here's the thing. She was beautiful and the guy was slovenly. Okay. This was an odd couple. And
basically me and my fiance, basically.
Oh,
I got
it was you. Yeah. And I looked and I asked, hey, you guys married? The guy goes, no. I'm like, dude, she's beautiful. And I asked the lady, this is on my TikTok and YouTube, and she was like, I go, she's beautiful. I go, lady, what are you doing with this guy? You know, does he have a boat? You know, is he got a big, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh yeah, he has a boat.
Got it. That's good. No, I've always thought that was kind of fun because sometimes like the spontaneous stuff. And I was going to ask you that too, but you answered it. Does that crowd work ever end up becoming part of the act because something came up that was just like, man, that's perfect.
Not only did it become part of the act, I actually sell a T-shirt after the show. You got a boat.
You got a boat.
Oh, that's so funny.
All right, so before we let you go here, there people are going to be coming out to see you both again. He's doing 2 shows. He's doing 2 on Friday night, 2 on Saturday night at Crackpots in Maslin, which we're going to be giving away passes to shortly.
Yeah, and there's a 7:30 show and a 9:15 show. So, you know, don't worry, depending on what's going on at home or making plans, going out with friends. And also, when we're doing these giveaways, we're giving away 4-packs. So you can actually call up some of your friends and be like, making a night of it. So get a babysitter lined up.
So for those coming out, though, what can they expect from your show? What are they going to hear about this weekend?
Well, you know, it's interesting because I've had a major life event happen to me in the past year, and you know, unfortunately, not to bring the show down, but I lost my wife this past summer, and you know, it's amazing. So you know, as a comic, you have to take tragedy and turn it into comedy. So, you know, I'm still in that position of I have new jokes about it. You know, so every once in a while I get like intrigued to talk about that a little bit. So depending on what the audience's heart seems like will depend on if I actually get into some of the newer material this year, the shows.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be a great time. Again, he's got 2 shows, 7:30, 9:15, both Friday and Saturday night. Dougie Almeida, great talking to you. Fun conversation this morning, and looking forward to the shows this weekend.
Thanks, Christian and Lauren. You guys take care. We'll see you this weekend at Crackpots.
All right, there you go. Dougie Almeida. He's going to be at Crackpots Comedy Club coming up both Friday and Saturday. Tell you what, you guys want to go? Real simple. Why don't you call us up right now, 330-450-9292. If you're free Friday or Saturday night, want to have a nice night of some comedy, we got 4 packs of tickets to the 7:30 and 9:15 shows. Going to give them away right now. Call us up. It's SZA Snooze. It's Q92. Came across this, you know, people get divorced all the time. And the source for this is Women's Day. Read it every morning.
Okay. Yeah.
It has 10 things that all divorced guys have in common. And I was reading the list and I was like, you know,
are you seeing a trend?
It's a good list. I feel like it's a very relatable list for divorced men. Things that they have in common. You know, love doesn't always work out. Sometimes it falls apart. You heard Fergie. Big girls don't cry, but she explained it. She had to move on. In fact, I want to play that while I go over this list.
Oh, I like that. That's a good one.
I'm going to right now.
But you're saying that then that women are the ones who end the marriage and leave the man divorced. Yeah. Okay.
This is just a thing that divorced guys have in common.
I see.
This isn't who caused it.
Okay.
This is what they all have
I know I'm saying with the songs
in
is. Go
common.
ahead.
You all right?
I know. Just making sure you understood what I was saying.
Yeah. Number one, they're shocked. Men are shocked. I can see that. We're oblivious. I can see that. What?
Shocked?
Divorce. Yeah, they're shocked when it happens.
Oh, okay.
Technology takes precedence over their relationships.
You know, that's a huge issue. We've had that problem in our household before. Like sometimes Tony will be like, seriously, Lauren, put the phone down.
Listen,
And I do.
I think that's a both sex thing, men and women.
Yeah, I think it can be.
But
sure.
absolutely, I agree with you. Absolutely, technology can take. You just get sucked in your phone. Like I know I can. I'm not going to pretend like I can't. But the not daughter, my God, I've never seen a human in their phone more than in my life. Like it's insane.
I know. Well,
It's
I worry
insane.
about our youth. That's all they're not gonna have good communication skills because they're constantly buried in their phone commenting on social media
It is
versus
just
having a conversation.
just staring at the phone like doesn't matter what we are doing.
I know.
Even if we're watching a show together, she's watching the show, but like in her phone the whole time. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not pretending like I can't be.
Oh no, I can be too. I get it.
I'm
I
not-
understand the addiction.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be like, not me.
100%.
But she makes me go, damn, you're on that phone.
That must be a lot.
Seriously. This one, I agree with this one. They stopped whining and dining after the I do's.
I could see that, but
Got married,
that's
like-
got to be pretty drastic. That you're not even going out for dinner once in a while as a couple or taking a date. I mean,
Got to keep dating.
Have you ever in your life
You're
wanted
going
to put
to
a
be
toe in your
arrested.
mouth?
A toe in my mouth?
Have you ever, other than maybe Jimmy's, like to kiss them?
That is the cutest
It
thing
is
in the
really
world.
cute.
That
I've
is the
done it.
cutest thing in the world.
But an adult's toe. Have you ever had the urge?
I don't hate feet. I'm not necessarily a
Have you ever wanted to suck them though?
wanted. I'm sure I have.
Like suck a toe.
I'm sure I have.
Ugh.
I'm not boring, Lauren. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm not missionary only. Lights off.
you're so dumb.
All right, that is.
You're so dumb.
I'm not.
I have never.
And no
though.
talking. No talking.
Mm.
But there is a huge difference in that with two consenting adults and going into a stranger's hotel room.
I get it.
Sounds like the guy from Mr. Deeds that loved changing socks.
You know,
crazy.
I know you've always told me about the foot fetish and all that kind of stuff. We've had discussions off air about this.
Christian, no, don't lie on air. I'm just lie. No, I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
I was watching TikTok last night. It's so weird that this topic came up. And some lady, you know where they go up to people and they're like, all right, what's your name? What do you do for a living? How much do you make? And it'll be like a bunch of different professions in different cities, like, and how much they make. And the girl was like, I don't want to tell you. And she's like, why? When she asked her what she did for a living. She's like, I sell foot pictures and videos. And she's like, on OnlyFans? She's like, no, there's a website called Fun with Feet.
Or Foot Finder.
Well, it's called Fun with Feet, the one she was talking about. And she's like, how much have you made this year? And she's like, I'm really close to $100,000. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
obviously the foot fetish obsession is a lot larger than any of us know or are willing to admit, obviously.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. And if you haven't gone over yet to the Q92 live video stream on Facebook, YouTube, or X, you might want to do it like now, because coming up, we're on the shows. We're in like the later stages of the show.
Yeah, we are. And we have one more chance, right, for them to call and we have one more pair of tickets that we can give away for those that want to call into the station, 330-450-9292. For this weekend's show. It's for Saturday. Saturday night's comedy show.
Yeah.
Should specify.
But for the Guardians contest, if you haven't gone over there yet and put the sun emoji in the comment section and click the like, you need to do that now, because we're going to randomly select one of you coming up here probably within the next 10 minutes.
Yep.
So go over, do both. If you want to see some comedy, call us up right now. And if you'd like to say, hey, I want to be a finalist, I'd like to watch the eclipse at Progressive Field, and I'd like to stay and watch the home opener of the Guardians, go do it now.
Yeah.
And, of course, you'll have more chances with Nicolino, with Keller, and, of course, with Ryan this evening. So go do it now. What are you waiting for? I mean, seriously. All right. Flo Rida in the air. Q92. If you swallow chewing gum, it will stay in your stomach for 7 years. I was absolutely told that.
Okay, so I wasn't told that it was staying there for 7 years, but my great grandmother used to tell us that if we swallowed gum, our insides would stick together, and if we swallowed watermelon seeds, a watermelon would grow in our stomach.
Oh, I used to think that too.
Yeah.
I used to think I could grow fruit in my stomach.
You thought you could grow fruit in your stomach?
Yeah.
I mean, you're like 5. You don't know any better.
Multiple fruits?
Yeah. Well, like I never actually had one, so I guess multiple fruits.
So you thought if you swallowed any type of fruit seed, that fruit would then grow in your stomach?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was totally told that by my great grandmother.
I did think that.
All right, you want to hear a weird, gross one?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I mean a kid. This is going to be kind of gross. I used to think my testicles were stuffed shells. Not going to lie.
Sorry, what?
I thought they were stuffed shells that I must have eaten and dropped down there. I can't make that up.
What the heck is wrong with
I don't know. Y'all were talking about that. The growing fruit's fine, but I can't have stuffed shells in my balls? Okay, that's the line? I didn't know. That's a fun fact I don't think I've ever said in this show before. I've said a lot. I used to think they were stuffed shells, and I must have swallowed them, and they went down the wrong place, and
that's where they decided to congregate?
Well, I guess I got stuffed shells. And
get a hole in your stomach, so they went there.
Don't even remember eating them, but boom, they caught them both, I guess. That's where they're going to stay. Fun facts, everyone. That is 100% true. I am in no way making that up.
I can't believe you shared that.
Yeah, sure did. I'm pretty much married, got a kid. I'm good.
I know.
Oh my God, the top rope. And being forced to tolerate extreme conditions. Guests can get sunburn on shade-free beaches or shiver in October wind, getting attacked by bees. I have been to the summer wedding with bees.
I was stung as a flower girl in a wedding by bees.
Yeah.
They went up my dress.
Not good.
And I wigged. I was like 6.
Dude, I get it. I mean, the outdoor wedding looks great on paper.
Yeah.
But you don't know what the weather's going to be that day. And if you got food around, a bunch of bees, it's not fun.
No,
I don't mind chewing a fly. There's bees.
Yeah, that hurts.
Those sting.
Some people are allergic to them.
So that's the list. What do you guys in the text line have to say about things you hate about weddings as a guest? Someone said assigned seating.
Yeah. Oh,
Hate
my
it.
goodness.
So
awkward.
Children. I have my own, but they stay home, LOL. I know it's not convenient for everyone. And the cocktail hour of waiting. I hate. There are people that do not want kids at weddings. I've been to weddings that had no kids.
We didn't go to a family member's wedding just this past year, just a few months ago in Florida, even though we're very close with them because they said no children. My daughter,
even your age kids in high school?
My kids are 15. At the time, they were 15 and 17, and they still.
I understand.
So we didn't make the trip.
I got you. Text line, the people. That's what I hate at weddings. The awkward, forced socialization at tables. See, you know me. You're going to sit me at a table with a bunch of people I don't know? I'm not going to say anything.
It's only happened to us a couple of times. Most of the time, we know at least a few other people there, so we get sat at their table, which is ideal.
Yeah.
And we have such a big family that if our whole family is invited, we take our own table. So it's all good.
Yeah.
But in the few instances that we've had to sit with other people, it is incredibly awkward because you're like, oh, how do you know? Do you know the bride or the groom?
Okay.
Right. And then you've got to start with this chit chat that just nobody wants.
What do you do? It doesn't matter. Right. Text message, brides and bridezillas I hate at weddings.
We had one of those too.
Text message, paying for them. I have 5 daughters. Money sign, money sign, money sign, money sign.
Holy crap.
God bless you. God bless you, sir.
Yeah, that's expensive.
That adds up, doesn't it? Good Lord. Oh my God.
And then the dinosaurs come back.
There's 2 things I believe in.
I know.
And I'll say it again. Before I leave this earth, if I live a normal, expected life, anything can happen. I could walk out of here today, get hit by a car. I understand that. No one's promised anything.
Right.
But if I live a normal human life expectancy, I believe I will see a dinosaur brought back before. We're about to bring back the mammoth. We're bringing back the mammoth right now.
The
With
woolly
mammoth
one?
DNA and elephant DNA, they're bringing it back.
It won't be the same.
It's going to be damn close.
But it won't be the same.
They're bringing back the woolly mammoth.
And what if something goes awry? And now that woolly mammoths start what if
Well,
it's
we
gremlins? They get wet, they multiply,
Because
and then we get attacked by them.
We have the weaponry to take down a mammoth. Like back in the day, I had to I'm got a loincloth on. I'm throwing a pebble in it, trying to stop it. You know what I mean? I'm grabbing a stick. Like we could drop missiles on it. Like we could kill a mammoth. It's not like before the Stone Age. We're like shoo. You know what I mean?
How big are mammoths?
Away mammoths. Bigger. They're huge. They're bigger than elephants.
Well,
around elephant size, maybe bigger.
That's what I'm saying. And you think we could kill them?
You don't think we could kill a mammoth with our weapons?
They're probably faster than elephants.
They're not bulletproof.
Okay, but I'm talking about the government can't be there for every mammoth if they multiply like that. So
we have more weapons.
What are you
going to
use your BB gun to scare it off?
No, but you just call the cops or the military. They can blow the thing up with a missile.
If it doesn't kill you first.
Lauren, we have the weaponry to kill mammoths. I don't know why you're acting like we have no way to stop a mammoth.
I didn't realize we had such plentiful resources to be able to kill all the mammoths that they multiply.
I think we could.
Okay.
too sweet. It's good to hear Hosier back on the radio.
Yeah, it was a while.
It's been a while, but he's got I won't say haunting voice, but I just love his voice. It's different. It's unique. There's an awesome video of him singing Take Me to Church in a subway. You ever see it?
No.
He was in a subway with, I think, a couple of his band members. And they didn't even have plugged in instruments. I think they had he was clapping.
Yeah.
And he was just at a subway. Crowd gathered around a little bit, and he started singing it in the subway. And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Just like that. No microphone, no nothing, no backtrack. It was him. And when I tell you he sounds just like you just heard, look at it. It went viral. It's a clip of him just singing Take Me to Church and clapping. And you're just like, dude has a talent. Hosier back with new music. You're always going to hear new music here on Q92. Right now it's Jack Harlow. What's poppin' on Q?
I see.
Jake,
I sent you that.
And then I'm going to find out if I need glasses.
You almost look like a teenager. Okay, so
I just went last week and got the puff test, someone said. So you were, how old did they say to get glasses?
It was at the beginning.
Now?
Yeah. It was.
How do you put that on your eyeball?
I don't know. I could have touched my eyeball all day long.
So I'd be afraid I would miss and get it stuck in the corner of my eye somewhere in my body.
The worst is when it gets folded and it gets stuck up here in your eyelid. And you've got to work your eyelid to get it to come out.
I'm telling you, no. Give me glasses.
You know what is ridiculous? You and my husband, if he has to touch his eyeball, he can't.
Like this,
he physically
like this. I'd be like, oh my god, close my eyes, rubbing them.
Yeah,
you can't come close to my eyes.
No, that's how Tony is. Let me tell you, the one time he got pink eye from the kids when they were little, I literally had to hold him down. He has lids of steel. I had to pry his eye open to get that eye drop in there.
I get that.
This is Christian in my glasses. If you're watching the live stream, this is Christian wearing my glasses a month ago. Remember that when I wore my glasses to work? You're like, let me see it.
Yeah.
Because you knew at that time that it might be necessary.
I got my eyes done yesterday, and yes, they do the glaucoma test. I was diagnosed with glaucoma at 23. At 23? Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry.
See, he doesn't look bad, guys.
What happens if they need to dilate your eyes? And I'm driving on instinct.
Oh, that is the worst. They didn't. The first time they did that
they would
to
have
me.
told me. I'm sure they would have said, "Hey, have someone drive you down."
Well, they gave me sunglasses. They're like, "You'll be fine. Just be careful with your speed because it's hard to focus up close." They were not kidding. I could have been doing 85 the whole way. I couldn't see the dashboard. I couldn't see the dashboard. I could see the road.
Hello, what's popping right here on today's hit music? It is Q92 948. Lauren, last chance. I got to do it now.
Last chance. Get over to our Facebook, YouTube, and X live stream. Give it a like. You want to go to Crackpot's Comedy Club with you, and you can take 3 friends with you. You can absolutely go over and do that. Just put the laughing emoji in there. And we also are getting our finalist for Total Eclipse of the Park. How amazing would it be to head to the Guardians' home opener against the Chicago White Sox? But that's not all. It's happening during the historic solar eclipse. You get to the park early, take it in there. That's all you got to do is go over and put the sun emoji in the comments.
Do it now. It's Q92. Coors Banquet. Give me a Heine and I'll be finey.
Listen, the Coors Banquet, if you watch the show Shameless, that's what they would order every time they went to the bar. So I got them for my husband, and he actually liked them.
Give me a Heine, I'll be finey.
That's so funny.
Modelo's. That's Modelo's slogan. It is. Ice House or Corona. My father was also a Michelob guy. Modelo, Land Shark. Beer doesn't even smell good, let alone taste good. That's like 4 people
Listen, I used to hate beer.
that have texted in that they can't stand the taste of beer.
I used to hate it. Now I do not.
Jake starting a revolution. Miller High Life. There we go. Killian's. Oh, I haven't heard
Killian's Irish Red. Oh, my goodness. That's been a long time.
Y'all love telling us what beer you drink. Bud Light Orange, Bud Light Platinum, Rolling Rock, Root Beer, Bud Light Platinum, Ignite Brewing has strawberry rhubarb beer.
Ooh.
I really don't drink it all, but my go-to be Budweiser. Oh, the heavy stuff. Budweiser. That'll give you the poops.
Yeah,
Yingling. My dad's a Guinness drinker. Modelo, Corona, anything from Sandy Springs.
Oh,
Brewery,
I get it.
Heineken.
Modelo is brewed for those with a fighting spirit. You're right. I get that Lauren has the fighting spirit now. But yeah, I love Modelo.
First vote for Labatt Blue coming in for their favorite beer. Colt 45. Well done. Summer Shandy. People love Summer Shandy. I do not drink beer. It's gross. My go-to is Apple Crown and Sprite.
Ooh, I bet you that's good, especially this time of year.
Fathead's Goggle Fogger.
For that one, my husband's gotten that one. So I'll taste his. I don't love IPAs. Certain ones I do.
Most beer tastes like piss with water.
How do you know what piss tastes like?
That just came in on the text line. Yeah, I have questions.
Can we discuss that?
I only like beer baked into a bread.
Oh, beer bread. You must be tastefully simple, gal. Right
Newcastle Nut Brown Ale. That sounds dirty.
there. Just because you said it like that. Weirdo.
Yingling Hershey Porter. Penguin City Beer. Drink local. Shout out to Youngstown. That's their beer.
Yeah.
Miller Fortune was an amazing beer. Kentucky Bergen Barrel Ale.
I'm surprised with our location geographically. No one's said Iron City yet.
That's true.
Yeah.
King Cobra Beer Cheese. I don't drink. If I drink beer, it's Steel Reserve Pineapple. Don't judge. Big Blunts only. That's another text for Big Blunts.
Hey, to each their own. If you like the fruity stuff.
Well, you guys have no problem sharing your favorite beer with us here.
Right?
Could keep going, but I don't have time.
What are you doing right now exactly? You look like I don't even know what. You have a second to pop over to Facebook, YouTube, or X. You
Enjoying
look
myself.
so weird. You look like you're getting ready to go like scuba diving, like a wetsuit.
Oh, how cool would that be?
Look at it, doesn't it? Like, you know how they put the hood up?
Yeah,
and
it
then
does look like a wetsuit.
We're looking for the Titanic. We'll be back.
That, or what's that one where they would drop them? Oh, what is Cuba Gooding Jr. was in it? He was he went
that's
down.
a great movie.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And they would like put the big helmet
Men of
on.
Honor? Men of Honor?
Maybe.
Medal of Honor? Something honor. Thank you for the call, Mr. Kim
Yeah,
Bolton.
thank you. Good morning to you. Thanks for listening.
Yep. Good morning.
Yeah, I would be like, nope, not doing it.
Mm-mm.
Someone, I need some more context on this. I did indoor skydiving at Virginia Beach. I Fly.
Yeah.
Is the name of it. How the hell do you do indoor sky? That's not skydiving. That's just jumping.
No, they like you are literally levitating in air. There's like an undercurrent or something like that keeps you elevated into the air.
Oh, they like those fake wave machines for surfing, where you surf, but like
Kind of. Yeah, kind of.
I would do that because I know I'm not really falling from the sky.
Right.
It's just a bunch of air blowing me up. All right, I could try that. There you go. I could try that. Lose control right here on today's hit music, Q92. That's going to do it for the Q92 Morning Show. Thank you guys so much before we get out of here for having us on your radio, streaming us at Q92radio.com. And if you watched on Facebook, YouTube, or X, we appreciate any way you guys checked out the morning show. And speaking of Facebook, YouTube, and X, you guys went over there. You clicked the like button. You put the sun emoji in the comments for a chance to become a finalist for our brand new contest where you get to go watch the eclipse and the Guardians home opener at Progressive Field, brought to you by our friends at SARTA. So someone's about to be randomly selected and made a finalist for doing that. Who we picking today, Lauren?
Today is Caitlin Manley.
There you go.
Caitlin Manley, you're our finalist. We'll be reaching out to you to get some information.
Nice.
Caitlin,
Interesting
yeah,
name.
yeah, very interesting name. Also, just wanted to say happy Easter because there's a lot of you listening right now. Apparently, you shared with us this morning you're off tomorrow.
Yeah.
So Happy Good Friday.
Yeah,
Happy
I
Easter.
Really appreciate you guys throwing that in our face all morning. That was really, really kind of all of you to do. But we'll catch you guys back on Monday.
Yeah.
But everybody else will be here for you. As always, bright and early tomorrow morning to get you guys ready for Easter weekend.
Also, don't forget, this is your last day to enter for the Cutest Kids contest. If you haven't sent a picture in of your little cutie to our text line at 330-269-9292, you're going to want to do that because tomorrow we'll be picking the winner.
More chances to become a Guardians finalist coming up all day with Nicolina, with Keller this afternoon, and with Ryan at night. And don't forget, Downtown with the Diva going live on Facebook, YouTube, and X at 11 a.m. this morning. Mike Sturdivant and Nicolina will be telling you everything you can do.
Yep.
In Canton this weekend, like they do every Thursday at 11 o'clock. We will catch you guys tomorrow morning. Have a great day. Jake, could you take us home, please?
Love you. Bye.
There you go. It's Justin Timberlake. It's Selfish. Have a great day, everybody. It's Q92.